You are watching MindCandy with myself, the frankly tortured Dan, and the evil genius who is Mr. Tom Talks Wrestling. But for tonight, just Mr. Tom. Now, for those of you not familiar with the general format of the show, it is basically an opportunity and a platform for us to talk about our beloved movies. But being a British show, I decided to turn it into a competition because we can't just have a show without it being a competition. So I thought it'd be great if we picked a decade. So Carl Walsh, who I think will be joining us later, has picked the 70s. Mr. Tom has the 80s and I have the 90s. And the idea is every week we pick a film and we compete with each other. And the winner wins, obviously, and the loser loses. And I am committed to watching the winning film every week. Now, the first week we did this, Mr. Tom won with Commando. Frankly, I don't know how he did it, right? I have a better idea of how you won last week because I stupidly voted for his film. And in the end, it went down to a tie. It wouldn't have been if I'd voted for my own film. But then Anthony Weir's big arms dipped in Sherbet Herbert, Earth Ernie Vader, Gert Lash, to give him his full title. Kate swooped in because he's a person who likes that sort of film. He's voted Rocky IV. So last week, last week the Omen? I can't remember what I picked now. Oh, I picked Groundhog Day. I was Taxi Driver. Yeah, so Taxi Driver last week. Taxi Driver, Groundhog Day, both lost to Rocky IV. So I watched Rocky IV on the Friday Whiskey Watch Along, doing so with a Scottish blended whiskey called a Hope Tune. I don't know if you can see that. I don't think you can buy it anymore anyway. But I thought it had a lovely effect on me. Not quite the effect I needed to enjoy Rocky IV, but did taste faintly like lighter fuel. So not necessarily recommending that one. But Hope Tune, if you do still make whiskey and you want to send me a crate, maybe I'll review it slightly more favorably next time. But so anyway, all of that preamble to say that on Friday at around midnight, I watched Rocky IV. Now, it's been long established here, Tom, that your entire aim really is just to sow the seeds of chaos, to take a film like Omen and beat it with Commando, to see his best follow-up, Taxi Driver, one of the most acclaimed films of any decade, and smash it away with Rocky IV, a film. The only laugh I got in Rocky IV was right at the end, after that horrible speech by Sly Stallone to the Russian people, where it said written and directed by if I can change and you can change. It's like, you haven't changed, Rocky. You just had a long montage. That's all that's happened. There's been literally no change in you. But then at the very end, it just says written and directed by Sylvester Stallone. And I actually almost spat out some of my, admittedly, not particularly enjoyable whiskey. This is not a film that anyone's written, is it?
I think the 80s wrote it, personally.
Yeah, I think, let's take the baddies, Russia, have them kill Apollo Creed, which is just not forgivable. Suicide by boxing is not something I expect to see much of. That is what happened, though.
James Brown too.
Say again?
James Brown turned up too.
Oh, now, soundtrack with a burning heart, just about to burst. Loved the power ballads. Loved the power ballads. Loved the James Brown. Ha! He! Huh! That's a lyric. Love all that. But really, can we just agree that it's a pup film?
I think it's wonderful, everyone. I think it's incredible. If anything, I'd select it again if I could. It's put in the rules that I cannot select it again, though, right?
No, because I'm not willing to take the chance I'll have to watch it again. To be fair, I wasn't dreading watching it because I remember enjoying it, and I remember enjoying it in, I think, 1986, at the same time as enjoying the Beastie Boys' License to Ill album. And for the same reason I don't still listen to Licensed to Ill, I am not watching Stars, and I insist on honesty here. Maintain your integrity. Have you actually seen it?
What, Rocky 4?
Yeah.
Of course I have, multiple times.
Why multiple times? What?
Well, because I watched it, it's the first time I just saw it. Any time I've seen it on telly, like there was a time when it would be on the BBC on a Friday night, things like that. And if I watched I caught it halfway through, I'm going to watch it to the end.
Yeah, I mean it's a shame to have missed the beginning and the setup and everything, but I think you can. It's a sort of film that you can't really spoiler, isn't it?
Yes, I'm not watching it thinking, oh no, I wish I had seen the first 10 minutes. It's ruined because I haven't seen it all, but I have seen it all multiple times.
What I find really interesting is it's almost a bit like Sylvester Stallone's playing it. He likes playing a really simple, easy, like he's a very intelligent man playing a very stupid man, and I think he kind of enjoys that on some level.
Yeah, because he basically wonders how much money he can bilk out of the audience by doing it.
A lot. I think the correct. I'm not a cinematographer or a filmmaker, but I think the correct term is a fuck ton of money. I think he's milked quite literally a fuck ton of money out of the film going public. I want to also just say to Jack Swagger a massive thank you for sending me the film. He sent me both the classic and I think a director's cut, and I haven't watched a director's cut, but I did watch the classic. It did mean I didn't have to spend like £1.99 on it, which would have been frankly just too much for me to tolerate. And there's just so much. I'm watching it and I'm like, what's the point of this film again? Like, what are we doing here?
Speaking about £1.99 for a film, I've got 50% of that. This happened in 2007. Very quick story. But I was in Ilford, so for argument's sake, to get to Ilford, it's either 2 buses or by a bus or a train or whatever. And basically, I was in Woolworths. That's how long ago it was. Woolworths existed, and they sold Bloodsport 4 for £1.
Right.
For £1 on DVD, and I thought I'm never going to see this again. And I don't mean the movie. I mean I'd never seen the movie. But
you mean a bargain of that level?
Well, just the movie itself. I feel like if I leave this shop now, I will never ever see Bloodsport 4 in front of me ever again, like in any shop or anything. I didn't even know there was a Bloodsport 4. So I immediately was just like, "Yep, I'll give you my coin. I'll take my Bloodsport 4." I went home and watched it, and I sat there and I weighed up: is it worth actually taking it back? I realised it would actually cost me more money to try and get the £1 back.
I'd still do it on general principle. On general fucking principle, I'd still do it. Mind you, I haven't seen.
Damn it, I was offended by the fact it wasn't 99p. I was like, why have you deemed it like? Because most things are 99, £1.99, whatever.
It could be a clerical error.
Why is it a £1? That was what got me more than anything.
I think, not to tempt fate, but is that going to be your selection for tonight? Like,
no. That film's in like 2000 something.
No way. That franchise went on for more than what? That can't be right. Really?
I've got to look it up, but I'm pretty sure it.
I honestly am not sure I've seen Bloodsport 1, but it's the one with JCVD, isn't it? JCVD.
I do apologise. It's 1999.
There you go. So I could pick it.
You could.
Ooh, watch me think this through. My nemesis, because you'll have to watch it. I just want a quick shout out to Lone Star Londoner, who was here earlier. I don't know if he's still here now. Sorry for the delayed start as well. Mostly to you, Tom. I know that you were here on time. I went for a run after work and didn't realise how long the run was going to be. So, Morlicky Texas says, Ola Legends, and Red Eye Gooner correctly summarises that every week they pick a movie each and then Tom wins. That is effectively how it's been. But not this week. And we are waiting for Kyle, because it'd be a real shame if Kyle doesn't get to put up Apocalypse Now. But I don't like that film.
never seen it.
This is
It's
such a
another
weird...
movie I've only ever heard of it. Like, everyone says it's good, which automatically puts me off a movie.
Do
If I
they all
know
say it's
100
good though?
people, Dan, if I know 100 people and they tell me a movie's good, it instantly makes me not want to see it.
Yeah, I absolutely took me years to watch Breaking Bad because I was so sick of people saying it was good. I was
Yes.
like, how good's it going to be? Come on, like don't build it up and then have me massively disappointed. Sorry, I'm just gonna. Don't know what to do about lighting. The lighting's a bit. Well, maybe just leave it like that. Yeah, I totally get it, but also it's funny because my default was to say, "Oh, Apocalypse Now is a brilliant film," because you're supposed to like it. Like when I first watched it, I was still in primary school, and everyone the next day, I think it was on telly, and everyone the next day was like, "Wow, it's amazing, it's brilliant." And I go, "Yeah, it's amazing, it's brilliant." And then obviously Marlon Brando said, "Yeah, it's amazing, he's brilliant." And there's Charlie Don't Surf and helicopters playing Wagner, and yeah, it's brilliant. And then you kind of go, "But is it though?" Because I've watched it and just thought, when's this? There's nothing, nothing's really going to happen, and so it's a little bit. I think it's a very Boise film that you just kind of have to like. But I don't want to throw that under the bus before Kyle has a chance to change our mind on it. I have gone strategic this week because I feel like I bloody had to. I had to, because there's no beating you through fair means. It must be foul. Red Eye says Bloodsport was iconic. Brick not hit back. Bola Young, is he still alive? Yeah, scared the crap out of me as a kid. He is a very intimidating looking gentleman. And there he is, Chris Nix. Hey, darling.
He's the last Chinese man, isn't he, essentially?
He's, is he, I think, is he still going? Because I used to watch this fantastic Kung Fu. There's Chris Crudelli, who's this Brummie who learned how to do Kung Fu in China. And he travelled around, and I think he met him. Is he still alive?
He's 8 years old. He's still alive, still kicking.
Literally.
Yeah.
So I like a martial arts film. I wish you'd maybe pick something like that. Do you know what you're going to pick? Have you just gone? Are you just resting on your laurels now? It doesn't really matter what I pick. I've got the popular vote. I am the Trump of MindCandy.
I've kind of got an idea on what I'm going to pick. It's dependent on. I've got an idea based on two factors, and depending on one of them happening, I will then select a certain movie. If that doesn't happen, I will choose a different movie. Basically.
So what are you basing it on? You already know what Carl's picking. You just wait to see what I pick.
It's actually nothing to do with what you pick. It's 100%. Rosie turns up in the chat, I'm picking a certain movie. If she doesn't turn up in the chat, I'm picking something else.
Right. Look at this. You're looking fit, landlord. Keep the running going. Thank you so much. I'm really enjoying it. I'm absolutely loving it. I'm really enjoying it. Bolo Young was the bad guy, the toad in Kung Fu Hustle. Yeah, another good movie. That is a good movie. That's the 90s. I could pick that. Or is that the noughties? Actually,
sure it's the noughties.
It might be the noughties. I might have. Yes, it is the noughties. Of course it is. It's not the 90s. So we'll wait a bit longer to see if Rosie turns up. Can you give me a clue? Should we do a Tom Boozle? Also, I just want to say, I loved your Tom Boozle this week. On Goonatex, which will be going on shortly after we wrap up the show. Tom has supplied the Tom Boozle. I loved it. What are the three most successful films in terms of awards won? And of the three, one literally won all the awards that it was nominated for, which is incredible. But yeah, my colleague at work who likes the films was like, "Oh, is it this one, that one?" And then with a bit of a guest time, got the third one. So I was like, "Wow, that's incredible." Although I did have to give her a life because she did originally say Gone with the Wind. So if you're sitting there thinking it might be Gone with the Wind, it ain't Gone with Wind. The Lion took witch and took wardrobe. Sorry, I don't know why I've gone Yorkshire. We'll wait and see if Rosie's here. I must say, please, for all that is holy, pick a good film this week. You know, a rom-com if you must, for sure. There are good rom-coms. But I can't, like, if you even, do you know what? I was cursing you because I was at the end of the film. It was like nearly 2:00 in the morning on Saturday morning. And I was enjoying, I had Guna text on in the background, and I was just, it was fun. But I was like, God, I could have watched a good film. He could have said Rocky. He could have said so many good films. Rocky 3, could have said Rocky 3. I'd have been like, yes.
Yeah, but I could win with Rocky 3. But,
Yeah, I think you still will.
Yeah.
At this
So
point,
why would I do Rocky 3 now when I wanted to see if I could win with Rocky 4?
Yeah. I mean, was Rocky 5 in the 90s?
Nah, 1990 is Rocky 5. I mean, Rocky 5 won't win anything. Rocky 5
No, I'm saying,
win.
Can I pick Rocky 5 and see if...
Yeah, you can. But I believe Rocky 5 wouldn't win if it was in a competition of one.
I think you've got to remember the competition was Taxi Driver versus Rocky 4. Have we, in 1 week or in the 2 weeks we've been doing this competition, have we lost all credibility?
I think I've killed the credibility of your competition instantly.
I think you have. I think you've turned it into a populist versus Kyle every week coming up with yet another quality film, highly acclaimed, much loved, probably really directorially intelligent, a well-made movie with a plot and everything. I mean, your films so far, it's almost like there's a subgenre category that you're using, which is plotless. Like anything where, like, what happens in Commando? Oh, I don't know. Have a wild guess. Does Arnie kill shit tons of people? Yes. Why? I can't remember. But they've all upset him. Right? Rocky. Don't tell me I haven't seen Rocky 4. Does Rocky fight a baddie and win? Yeah. See, the thing is, in Rocky 1 and 2, there's that kind of jeopardy. There's still that you don't know he's going to do it. Rocky 3, the way they set it up with Clubber Lang, you kind of think, oh, he might not do this because this guy does look like a double R bastard. And there's always that nearly fail moment. Where's the nearly fail moment in Rocky 4? He goes to Russia. They give him everything he wants to train, which is a shack in Siberia. If I can change, and you can change, and we can all change. I'd love it to have been a musical.
It should have been.
It should have been a musical. If I can change, and you can change, I can change too. It's actually
beautiful.
Write that down. Rocky.
Do you know it's how the Cold War ended? Not long after Rocky 4. Just saying.
I'm going to take issue with you because yes, I was in Russia in 1989, about 6 months before the fall of the Berlin Wall, and no one saw it coming, which is one of the things I find funniest about it. But no, that film was made. I think it extended the Cold War by 4 years. I think if they hadn't made that film, because Gorbachev is depicted in the film. Yeah. Gorbachev is depicted in the film as a sort of grumpy because the Soviet Union's soldier isn't winning, and that wasn't really him, And the way the Soviet Union fans all turn on Ivan Drago, and the whole thing about even
beautiful.
As a boxing film, it's ridiculous. It's absurd in every possible and conceivable way.
Boxing matches would be ended long before they actually were.
There's no one stopping the other person punching them. It's like when you see those slap contests. Do you know what I mean? It's like, yeah, you'd both be dead. And at least the film would have been shorter. And I will say that, God, I've forgotten her name. I always forget her name. Talia Shire, that's it.
Yeah, very good. Yeah.
She's great. She is great. She's at last in Rocky 4, you start to see that she's good. But come
that
on,
franchise easily.
So get this. I'm watching it going, you got to go. Oh, it's annoying, love. I've got to go off to work in Siberia, because Rocky's, oh God. And then she turns up and he goes, yay. And also every boxing movie, I remember Lennox Lewis did this thing. We had a photo shoot with him for my poker company. He came through the door, so we were like, well, let's have a... And we had a chessboard, and he insisted on playing chess against my friend. it's like this whole thing of like, I want to show you how intelligent I am. It's like, first of all, even stupid people can play chess. It's not a marker of intelligence. It's just whether you know how to play chess or not. But there's always this kind of like, there was that moment in Rocky 4 where they're just playing chess and you're like, oh, shut up. Do you know what I mean? Like, shut up. It's a terrible film. Terrible film. What do you guys think of the Police Academy franchise? Oh, fucking don't give him ideas, Chris. Do not give the boy... all right, then let me say this. Police Academy 1, I enjoyed the shit out of. I thought it was really funny. I was 11, but I enjoyed the shit out of it. I thought it was a brilliant film. I don't know if I bothered after Rocky 2, after Police Academy 2.
I remember watching them as a child. I enjoyed them, but I've not watched them as an adult. Presumably because I watched them when I was younger.
Right. A lot of your films are quite sort of. I suppose it's because it's the 80s, isn't it? We're not asking you to. Maybe I should have not given you the 80s. Maybe I should have given you the 30s. So you picked some fucking stupid film from the 30s, you know. Rocky 4 was just pure Hollywood propaganda, yes. And Red Eye says that Rocky peaked at Rocky 4. No, I think you and I both disagree, don't we? I think that Creed is... I
actually think Rocky 6 or Rocky Balboa is not bad. Don't get me wrong, it's light years better than Rocky 5. I mean, even the worst movies in existence are better than Rocky 5.
Yeah.
But I think Creed 2 is excellent. Creed's good. Creed 2 is excellent. Creed 3 is all right.
Did you see those two in the cinema?
I see all the Creed movies in the cinema.
Yeah. Did you ever see Rocky 4 in the cinema?
No, but I would. If they had it in the cinema, I would go to see it. I actually watched Casino. I've been seeing 3 movies in cinema this week.
Brilliant. I wanted to talk to you, because you mentioned that last week. So Casino. So what were the 3? Casino?
I went to see, right, so let me start in the order I actually did it. On Friday, I watched 2 movies on Friday. I watched one called Spa Weekend. It was all right at best. It was a sort of movie. I enjoyed it while watching it. I found some parts of it funny, but I watched it knowing that when I come out and I looked it up, it was going to say negative reviews. And it did.
Spa Weekend, so it's a weekend in a small shopping...
Yeah, basically, it's from the director of Bad Mums and the writers of The Hangover. It's basically their attempt to capture the Hangover type humour with women, basically.
Do you remember Bridesmaids tried to do that?
Yeah.
And
I actually watched this thinking, I didn't know this before I watched it, but I thought I was going to come out and it was going to say this was made by the people that made Bridesmaids, because it was very much had that kind of, the humour of it kind of.
It's a shame, isn't it? Because they kind of go for the same sort of ridiculous male-driven silliness, but they just change it to a female cast, and I think that the humour is kind of washed out by that a little bit. But so Spa Weekend, a couple of women go to a spa for, I'm guessing, the weekend.
Yeah, the one thing that actually did it that I actually thought was quite clever is that they're a group of 4, but 3 of them are like they're not close, but they basically the crux of it is 3 of them have the one that they don't like. And basically, because they point out in every friend group, there's one person that everyone else doesn't really like, but they tolerate them, kind of thing. And I thought that was really clever, because I was like, yeah, I can see that. Like, I'm pretty sure that a lot of people can resonate with that. Yeah. And if you can't, it's because you're the one.
Yes. Yeah. I was reading a really interesting thing about this a year or 2 ago. I think it was a couple of years ago now. But they were saying how... buddy movies always had 4 people in them, and I always think of the same thing. But if you think of The Body, Stand By Me, 4 young boys, and it was always that there were 4. You kind of had every personality type, and now over the years it's kind of whittled down so that more traditionally it would have been 4. Now it's 2 people go on road trips. And I don't know what that reflects, but it seems to. But I think you're right. I think if you get 4 people together, I mean, I know this from blokes. I used to have 3 flatmates who were all women, and I know that in the 4 of them, I was that unpopular one because I was the one that wasn't in on any of the jokes or anything. But when it was 4 blokes, I'll never forget one of my mates saying, let's just say one of the guys was called Ben because he was, and another one of them was called Alan. He wasn't. But it would be too obvious what I'm talking about. And Ben went, "Oh, I'm Alan now, am I?" At some point, I just thought it was really funny because everyone started taking the piss out of Ben. He went, "Oh, so now I'm Alan." And we all just laughed. But there's always one that is the butt of the jokes. That and that kind of that spa weekend has that energy, does it?
Very much. Like I say, I didn't hate. Like, don't get me wrong. I don't expect it to do well during award season. It's not even going to be thought of during award season. But when I actually watched it, I was like, you know what? There are parts of this that do make me laugh. I like the friendship aspect of it. It was a nice hour and a half. And yeah, that's another key part of it. Is Dan? I put it this way: I didn't have to set aside 3 hours of my time to watch it.
Okay, so if it had been twice as long, the review would have been scathing.
If it's twice as long, I'd have hated it.
Oh, that's good. So what about if it had been half as long? Would you have loved it twice as much?
Yeah, why not?
What if it had been over in less time than... Did you have to sit through another 40 minutes of adverts?
No, I'll try to get in before the adverts start, as we've established, because of the drink goes through me.
Pepsi. Did you... Can we have a marker on this film at which point the Pepsi kicked in? Did you manage to get all the way through this one, or?
No, I actually think after about 20 minutes, because I made the mistake again of basically drink, because I drink the drink during the trailers.
Yeah, see, that's the
every
thing.
week without fail.
How well, you can miss the trailer. So I think we start a campaign on this channel. And what we do is we just insist that from now on you can only have movie adverts. You can't have just generic car adverts and shit you'd get on, Thompson's holiday shit. I want a proper cinematic advert or fuck off, right? Because I've already paid to watch this. Don't be selling my time to some BMW conglomerate. I think we make our case on that one. I will henceforth always endeavour to go. I still love the trailers. I love watching trailers.
This is the thing that's interesting, Dan. I don't like watching trailers unless I'm at the movies. Like, when someone goes to me, did you see the trailer for Avengers? It's like, no, I didn't. I'd only see the trailers for the Avengers movie if I'm watching a movie and I'm watching before the movie. But because I'm not going to watch the Avengers movie on the Internet Movie Database, because for me that might spoil the movie. Yeah,
I'm the same. I like the experience of watching and I like to not know much about the films when it happens. So when I went to see the Odyssey, I was like, I didn't know any of these films. And there's one with Brad Pitt and his canine. I don't suppose you saw that, did you?
I can't remember what it's called, but I remember the trailer happening.
But that was fun. That was like, oh yeah, okay. I mean, a bit ridiculous, but I mean, eventually all actors end up doing them jumping the shark in that way. So we're giving, just because it's a nice length, it's a good hour and 20 minutes. Spa weekend. What are we giving that out of? I don't know, 10, 100, a million?
Let me tell you the exact time because I've got the information here somewhere. It's actually 97 minutes. But yeah, it was fine. I basically would give it, to me, it's a solid 5 out of 10.
Wonderful. So don't rush to see it, but if you are going to see it, it'll be over before it starts to get really boring.
If it pops up on TV, watch it, and you will be pleasantly surprised. Hopefully.
I've watched a couple of films this week as well, one of which was Deliverance.
With the banjos.
Dueling banjos. Because my youngest is enjoying learning the banjo. I'm not enjoying him learning the banjo, but he's obsessed with the banjo at the moment. So, but it was great. We watched it, me and the missus and James watched it, and it was brilliant. I really enjoyed it. It was like questions. It's the kind of movie where you watch it with someone and you have all these questions about what was happening and that didn't happen to me with Rocky IV. I had no questions. I had questions for you. I had some questions for. So why, Mr. Tom? Why?
Don't blame me. Blame the audience and blame yourself for picking it.
I do blame myself. I blame myself every week. The saga continues. Jack Swagger's here. Good to see you, mate. I've only seen Creed 1. Might watch it tonight. I know he fights Drago's son. Yeah. Have you noticed?
That is actually Creed 2.
Yeah.
Yeah.
It is.
Otherwise known as Rocky 4 Part 2, in my opinion.
Yeah. Have you noticed voiceovers for films have gone? There used to be this guy. Yes.
Yeah.
In a world.
He died, didn't he?
Nobody. Oh, don't do that.
There was a man.
Well, he can't be the only one who can do that. I can do. Well, I nominate Mr. Tom to do the voice hereafter.
We can all do our interpretation of the voice, but I've not actually probably got it. There was a man, a certain man. Right.
No.
Little tortilla boy. Arnold Schwarzenegger is little tortilla boy in a theater near you.
Yeah. It was always that. It's the way they're written as well. One man, and all that kind of like, I suppose
one dream.
Yeah, that's a Freddie Mercury lyric, isn't it?
Yeah, why not?
I do miss those voiceovers. It is part of the cinema going experience, and it's like you need that. I think I might, because I got next week off. I am so looking forward to just doing stupid things all the time. Definitely going to the cinema a couple of times. Definitely doing that. All right. So we've seen Spa Weekend, which is essentially a kind of, it's in the spirit of Hangover. That's an interesting one. Hangover, great. Hangover 2, really good. Hangover 3,
I enjoyed the Hangover movies.
All of them?
By the third one, it was very much it was like I'm watching it because I've seen the other two.
Yeah.
Like more of an obligation. But they were part of my 365 movies. Otherwise I probably wouldn't have seen them.
Oh really? What, all three of them?
Yeah, well obviously not in one go.
No, but within that year where you watched.
Yeah, across like a 3-week period, I knocked one of them off on a couple of days or whatever.
All I can say is I laughed super hard in Hangover 1 when he jumps out of the back of the car. That is one of my favourite movies because it's surprising and it's hysterical. And I can't remember his name in it, but he is one of my favourite film characters of all time. Toodaloo, motherfucker!
Dr. Ken.
Yeah, I just love him. He needs his own franchise anyway. I know he's been in other things since, but he's literally. I want him in the Marvel universe. I want it. That's a superpower. Shamelessness is a superpower. Partying is a superpower. I love I do love Hangover. Is a fantastic film. Hangover 2 is brilliant. I think I saw Hangover 3 in the cinema, and I was like, I was reaching a bit. There aren't a lot of films that do well with the third attempt. Mr. Tom, have you seen film Goat? It's a kid's film, but it's great.
I've not seen it, but it's the one where Goat plays basketball, isn't it? I only know it's basketball because
I'm going to have to insist Chris Nick stops writing comments, because if that's an 80s film, I'm not watching. If you win with that, I'm not playing.
No, it's recent. It's come out this year in the cinema. But I never went to see it because I'm not saying I'm put off by basketball movies, because Space Jam is awesome.
Never seen it, I don't think.
I love Space Jam. And don't get me wrong, if I watched Space Jam tomorrow, I'd probably hate it. But I went to see it at the cinema in 1997 and loved it. It was partly because, what's his name?
Jordan?
Michael Jordan, but R. Kelly did the theme song for it. I Believe I Can Fly.
Well,
you can't really talk about that anymore, but he did.
I find it best to say nothing. When him or one of his cohort pop up, it's just best to say.
Yeah.
You might venture whatever happened to R. Kelly, and just leave it at that. And then, I've seen it, and he says, it might be a remake. I don't like watching trailers on YouTube. I grew up watching trailers as part of the movie-going experience, and I think we agree. And then, thank goodness.
Never watched a movie trailer on YouTube. And when I say never, I mean there may have been a time I did, but
isn't that funny? Like, now that you say that, I can't say that I have. But what happens to me tends to be I'm watching shorts, and then something will come up, and I go, that's really interesting. Then I have to dig around the comments for 20 minutes to find out what the bloody thing's called. And then I wouldn't watch a trailer. I'd either just watch it or not watch it. I wouldn't bother with the trailer. So, thank God Rosie's here. Rosie.
Space Jam 2. Yeah, it was awful. That was terrible. I hated it.
Space Jam 2.
I saw Space Jam 2 at the cinema, and I hated myself.
Rosie apologised for that. You never have to apologise, Rosie. I've seen an old baseball movie called Goat. Just got home. How is everyone? Basketball. How is everyone? Very good. Mr. Tom said your attendance here will have changed the film he nominates this week. So, I think we're almost at a point where we can. I do still want to hear about your other two films, though. So the first one was Spa Weekend. The second one you saw on Friday was.
I went after I watched Spa Weekend, which I think is more of a movie that Rosie would like, in my opinion. The movie I followed up with is called Mutiny. It's obviously a Jason Statham movie, and it's exactly what you think it is.
Wait, I think I saw this one as a trailer when I went to see Odyssey. Is there some global conspiracy thing going on?
I won't go far to say global, but there is he stumbles upon a sex trafficking type of
stumbles across.
Well, yeah, but because he was set up by the traffickers because they killed his employer and made it look like he did it. Even though he obviously didn't, because he just started.
How do they keep making these films, Tom? Like how? I think it's your fault because you went and saw it.
I told you to be fair to myself on this. The other ones he's done, The Beekeeper, for example.
That is
good. I love The Beekeeper. I loved it. It was great.
Hang on, let me. I'm gonna need to channel kind of like.
Yeah.
You have got to be joking. You've got to be joking. Say the sentence again. I want to watch you say it. And
it's great.
Well, I knew you couldn't keep a straight face. Shut up.
I couldn't keep a straight face because even the thought bit makes me laugh. But
it's a fucking dreadful film.
My favourite bit in The Beekeeper is when Jeremy Irons is talking to this team of crack commandos. Jeremy Irons is one of the best parts of it. I could barely finish that sentence, but anyway, he goes, "You're all like a crack unit of elite commander." I don't think you said that, but then they're like, one of these unit of commandos turns around and goes, "He's just a beekeeper." And he went, compared to him, you're all pussies.
That's kind of either my first interaction with that meme that you're describing was in, which I think is a fantastic film, and Stallone has made some fantastic films. But First Blood, where they bring in the entire National Guard to hunt down John Rambo, and his commander goes, "It's hopelessly outnumbered," and they go, "Yeah, well, we better be safe and sorry." So, no. Not and you're like, "Oh, I like it. Oh, yeah. Oh, how's he going to kill an entire National Guard unit?" And then but yeah, this is just a well-worn thing. It's like the scene in that bloody Wick film where, you've upset Wick, you've stolen his car. Yeah, but it's like thousands of us. We're hopelessly outnumbered by the one bloke. It's like, I don't know, maybe we just shoot him. Oh, yeah, I suppose we could do that. Yeah. No, actually, yeah, that's a fair point.
Plan, boss. Why don't we all fight him one at a time?
We take his advantage and we exacerbate it by playing right into his hands. I've nicked his job.
All he is correct. That I'm correct on The Beekeeper is incredible. It's so much fun. I love it.
No. The
It's just a
Beekeeper is a
beekeeper.
straightforward, brutal, old school action film. It's a lot of fun. No, it's not. It's not a
It's
lot of
fun.
fun.
I had
It's not
fun
fun.
watching it because I had fun imagining myself retelling it to other people. Going,
Yeah, I think what you imagined was there'd be a format where you can make me watch it again. No, it's fucking dreadful film. Silly nonsense. And I'm so over Jason Statham doing the same fucking voice and performance and everything. It's a shit film. I'm not even giving it a 1 out of 10. I'm giving it half a B out of a hive. Got my cooker installed today. Yes, been in the box for 18 months. Buzzing, can't wait to use it. I think you should definitely film whatever you're making it. I love it. What is SM? Are you on SM? Luke, are you on SM? Social media? I don't know what SM is. Social media. I was right. Statham or Tyndall? Who's Tyndall? Do I know Tyndall?
it's when we were doing on the We All Love Lead show that used to be a thing. I did a segment where we was getting the audience to put up photos of people that were Leeds fans, and we got people to guess who they are. And
right, he looks like.
Correct me if I'm saying this wrong, Rosie, but I think I put up Mike Tyndall, but it was actually a photo of Jason Statham.
Hey, listen, that I can see that. I can see that. You squint, they're the same. Tyndall, Stefan or Tyndall. No, my old email address and all my social media got hacked a couple of years back and haven't bothered to make any new ones. Don't need them. You only need this. You just need here. We're moving into every genre. I want to do TV series, cooking, comedy, and music. But yes, the Beekeeper is not particularly subtle.
If the Beekeeper had a penis, it'd slap you over the face with it.
No, I love understatement. When the second atomic bomb is dropped on Japan, the statement of surrender is, it is clear that the war has taken a turn not necessarily to Japan's advantage. And I think that's probably the greatest understatement of all time. But this is up there. It's not the Beekeeper. It's not particularly subtle, but it knows exactly what it wants to be. Jason Statham beating the living daylights out of bad guys with very little nonsense. Why is it got to be about
movie? Sorry, Dan. In his other movie, A Working Man, my favourite part of Statham movies is when in the script other characters say the name of the film as part of the dialogue.
There's a Family Guy episode of that, isn't there? Where is it even The Simpsons where that's the whole thing? Is I love it when they say the name of the movie in the film.
Doesn't Peter Griffin once go? He said it. That's the yeah, 100%.
Okay, well, is there a point where they say Spa Weekend in Spa Weekend?
Well, there is definitely the part when they said let's go on a spas weekend, and then they went on.
It doesn't happen in Rocky IV, I can tell you that. There's never a part of Rocky IV where he goes.
Did he at any point go, what round is it? To which then Duke went, it's Rocky IV.
No. There's never. And to be honest with you, the fight is one of the most disappointing things about Rocky IV, and it's the only good thing. So go figure that out. What was the name of the second film you went to see?
Mutiny.
Mutiny. I have written it down. I just can't read my right. Mutiny. Oh, for fuck's sake, Jason. You watched some pub.
I loved it.
You loved Mutiny.
No, sorry, I misspoke. I enjoyed it. Wouldn't go as far to say love. I enjoyed it. It's
so he's on a boat, is he?
Working man.
He's on a boat. Does Mutiny take place at any time? Is there any part of it set on a boat?
Yes, the bulk of the film is on the boat.
So basically, because we can't get Steven Seagal in any movies anymore, we're just using Jason Statham. Is that what's happening? Right. Okay. Yes. Can we see if we can get Seagal in some movies? Because Jason Statham is that awful combination of playing it too seriously. At least with Seagal, you get this sense of like he is actually believing it. Jason Statham, you still think, oh, he's doing this for the money.
Like with in a film.
Yeah.
Seagal thinks he's in Bulgaria having a fight.
You've nailed it. That's exactly what I like about Steven Seagal, because he has bought he's bought the film. The premise of the film is true. He's that person. You know, he's probably the most method there's ever been. He's probably like, he still cooks now and thinks to himself, this is when I was on that boat cooking.
The amount of actors, speaking of Seagal, the amount of actors that I was reading about, like they'd be like, I hate working with Steven Seagal, and I'm like, Mike Chestnut, for example, working with Steven Seagal was annoying. It's like, mate, you did 4 films with him.
Yeah.
You could have said no.
Yeah, to 2, 3, or 4. Yeah. Now I hate working with Steven Seagal, but I love the money. I literally, as much as I fucking hate Steven Seagal and all his films, I really love the money. It's like when they asked Michael Caine why he made Attack of the Killer Bees. You know, I bought my house with it.
Yeah.
That's fair.
He went, I've never watched Jaws 3D.
Yeah.
But I have seen the house it paid for, and it was wonderful.
Yeah. And fair. I mean, listen, I'm not. Yeah, but okay, so fucking hell. The mutiny takes place on a boat. So is he rescuing someone?
Basically, he's on the boat to get away from the law that are on him for killing his boss. And he just happens to stumble into this human trafficking operation, which is basically perpetrated by the people that killed his boss.
Gotcha,
what coincidence.
Yeah, that is huge coincidence. Because it, you know, of all places to hide out, you know.
Yeah.
That is. So it's not like a P&O ferry or something.
I can't remember what.
Do you know what? I think one day we should make a film, and we should, you know, pay homage to films like Mutiny by doing this kind of get-up on a P&O cruise whilst paying customers are part of the film, but they don't know they're part of the film. So just have the leading man just running down the, you know, past the buffet.
Have you ever seen a film called Be Kind, Rewind?
No, but I feel like I've heard of it.
That film is basically what you just described. They are basically, without spoiling it, it's from like in mid-2000s. Basically, I think it's Jack Black. I can't remember if I got that wrong. But basically, him and I think it's Mo Step is in it. But they own a video rental store, which is going out of business, obviously, because it's video rental. And
I do know the premise of this, and they have to remake all the videos.
They remake all the films, and they actually have a video camera. Like for example, they filmed Ghostbusters. Incredible. Like my issue with the film is, I don't think you did enough with it. Like, you could have done so much more with the premise of people in a film about films making films in the film about films. Like, you could have gone so meta with it. Yeah, thank you, Rosie. Yeah, sounds right.
Well, she said, hang on, let me go through the comment. If you're going to read the comment, oh wow, that's nuts. I only do YouTube too. Okay. Blah, 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 blah. I just used Mike Tyndall much cheaper. He'd done the jungle. Yeah, I mean, why would Mike Tyndall not be able to do everything that Jason Statham does, for God's sakes? He's just both athletes. He also played Jason Statham in every... I quite like the idea of making a Jason Statham biopic with Mike Tyndall playing Jason Statham.
See how many people don't cotton on.
Yeah, don't notice. I put Leon the Professional above any movie Steven Seagal was in. It's a fucking brilliant film. That's a 90s film, you know, isn't it?
It really
I love it. Natalie Portman, I absolutely love it. He's brilliant in it, whatever his name is. That sounds like ringing a bell. Leon is a real movie. It doesn't deserve that kind of comparison. Yeah, I'd agree with you on that one, Red Eye. Jack Back, Danny Glover, 2008. Is that what you were agreeing with? Red Eye.
Yeah.
Yeah, I mean, I don't know how anyone brought up Leon the Professional. If they remake that with Jason Statham in it, I don't think it'll be as good.
I think they should remake it with Steven Seagal in it.
I tell you, he's brilliant in that. Gary Oldman. He's just brilliant in everything, isn't he? I really love him.
Playing someone that's possibly on cocaine.
Oh, and the rest. What? we actually see him taking drugs. I mean,
Yes.
God knows what that drug he takes is, but it's.
That's just he gets out of bed and that's what he plays, isn't it? Like
I saw this really interesting interview because he obviously the first time that you see De Niro and Pacino in a film together in a scene together, they've been in the same film but never at the same time, and he was talking about the character that Al Pacino was talking about the character he plays, the detective, and he's like, he's a tweaker, he's constantly using drugs. And I was like, yeah, I thought that was obvious. But it's really interesting how they laid. But Gary Oldman's character is always, like, I like Gary. I like what's the film he directed with his sister in it? Nil by Mouth, is it?
sounds right.
Yeah, brilliant, absolutely brilliant film. Natalie Portman, Solid Citizen. Gary Oldman killed it in Leon. 100% agree. Talking about Gary Oldman,
but not in that movie because she's underage.
Yeah, very much so. Talking about Oldman, I need to watch Rosencrantz and Guildenstern are Dead. I watched half of it, fucking loved it, but it was one of those ones where we watched it on a midweek and it was getting late, and so we thought, we'll come back to it. It's free on YouTube. I absolutely love it. I love the film from the first half I watched it. I can't wait to watch Kathy Burke. That is brilliant in Nil by Mouth. It's basically a wonderful, wonderful British film. The filmmaking is great. It has this real documentary style, real life quality to it. And Gary Oldman directed it. Guy's a genius filmmaker. So you've made me watch Rocky IV, and you've discussed the Jason Statham movie all in the same week. Dak, you my nemesis. I think I'm slowly giving up on the idea that Carl's joining us. You never know, though. But to be fair, we already know he was going to pick. We already know the film he was going to pick. He was going to go Apocalypse Now, so that will be an available option for you. Gary Oldman and Big Mo from EastEnders are brother and sister. That's right. It's his sister. Yeah. Camera middle finger. Ribbit, indeed. But amazing. I might watch after this. Rosencrantz and Guildenstern are Dead. I have got to finish watching it, but because this is the problem. If I start watching a film with Dominique, I have to finish watching it with her. And so, it takes ages to actually get around it. Brilliant first half of that film. Loved every minute of it. I choose Tom's movie. Oh, I see. Big Mo is in Nil by Mouth. Yes, she is. That's his sister. That's Gary Oldman's actual sister.
Okay.
So, do you want to... Can I just have a moment? Because I've got to prepare myself for Friday night, midnight, whiskey movie watch along. So whatever you pick now is clearly going to win.
I'm not so certain it will, but I'm just more experimenting to see if it will win. Can I describe? Let's pretend it's a game of Culture Corner.
Yeah.
So it's a movie.
Nobody puts culture in a corner.
Yep. On July the 21st of 1989, so it counts as 1980 film.
Yeah.
It's directed by Rob Reiner.
Oh, are you gonna? No, it's not. You're not gonna do something. Oh no, that's 1980. Is it Best in Show?
Nope. Best in Show is 2001, I believe.
Is it in that series though?
Nope.
Oh,
it is a rom-com.
Oh God, yeah, he did. He did a bit of everything, didn't he?
Starring Billy Crystal, Meg Ryan, Kerry Fisher, and Bruno Kirby.
Harry.
Say hello to When Harry Met Sally. And guys and girls, yes. Oh God, yes. Have what she's having.
I think that was more convincing than Meg Ryan. I believe you were there. Oh God, it's such a
What a movie!
I think this whole fucking competition would take a different turn in my favour if it wasn't just me that had to watch the film that wins. Do you know what I mean? If everyone here had to, I know Rosie would be bang up for it because she loves it. But I don't think, Rosie, correct me, it's not your favourite rom-com, is it?
16 million. How much do you think it made at the box office?
Oh, God. 45 million.
193 million.
How much did it cost to make?
16.
How? Well, because they probably all had lunch at Katz's Deli. That's why.
Yeah.
Do you know what I mean? It's like $30 for a sandwich. All right. God, I should have known. You are a. It's a little bit David and Goliath, but Goliath keeps kicking David's ass all over the place. I'm the goodie here. Do you know? I'm trying to defend good cinema. You're just going. I have to say,
up for your rock fight with a gun.
Yeah, but you know, yeah, I've got my slingshot, and you've got an M16 and a hand grenade and an armor, and you're in a tank. So okay, this is a no-brainer. This audience are going to vote. Oh, fuck off. Right, When Harry Met Sally. Tell me what you like about the movie. First of all, have you seen it?
I've not seen it in a long time, but I have seen it.
I don't want to spoil it for anyone, but Billy Crystal and Meg Ryan have to drive across the states, and they don't really get on. You know, they don't get on. But the more time they spend together, you'll never guess what happens by the end.
Guess how the movie ends, everyone.
It ends with me crying into an empty whiskey glass on Friday at 2:00 in the morning. It's Saturday, 2:00 in the morning. That's how this film ends. That's how my life is at the moment. It's I will do a midnight watch along of the winning film tonight. You can still vote for Apocalypse Now. Is there any point in me bringing? I had a big gun lined up for tonight. You know that. But,
what are you prepared to waste on this, Dad?
Well, I had a moment. Before I do, what was the third film you saw in the cinema this week?
I actually then saw Casino.
Oh, yeah, that's right. Yeah.
Tuesday night, Casino.
What did you think of that?
I thought it was very good.
Isn't it? Isn't it a very good film?
It's very good. It's not as good as Goodfellas.
No.
But it's a lot better than The Irishman, in my opinion.
Oh, fucking, you know. I've watched The Irishman 4 times because there's things I do love about it, but it's not a very good film. And this reverse aging CGI thing is just stupid.
Yeah, because that's one of my biggest issues with it. It looks really, so uncanny.
Because there's a point where Robert De Niro's kicking someone in the street, and it's an 80-year-old man kicking someone, and it looks like an 80-year-old man. You know, so it's just silly. But Casino's a very good film. Casino's the kind of film you'd watch more than once, isn't it?
I've seen it. I've now seen it twice, definitely twice.
Yeah, how many times have you seen Harry?
I've got it on DVD, but obviously.
So how many times have you seen Harry Met Sally?
I would, at most, I'd venture to say twice.
Right.
But,
can I just say that you're prepared to say right now that you think Casino's a better film than Harry Met Sally?
I think it is a better film than Harry.
That's my pick for this week. It's Casino, 1995's Casino. You are hoisted by your own petard. Even Tom says that Casino is a better film. It's got Sharon Stone.
She's very good at it. She's very good at it.
She's so annoying and irritating in it. And that's exactly what you want from her character. And I've forgotten the name of her pimp boyfriend in it, but he's a...
It is Lester something. But obviously it's James Woods.
James Woods, that's it. I was thinking James Woods. That's another funny Family Guy trope when they keep doing James Woods as a really stupid person. Ooh, piece of candy. Ooh, piece of candy. There's absolutely no chance that any sensible person prefers Harry Met Sally over Joe Pesci in Casino. He's just brilliant. He's absolutely brilliant. Like, you completely believe that he's beating these people up. He's not tall. The best line in Casino.
He's got the confidence that overcomes that, though.
In Casino, when he's sat on the sofa next to the banker and he goes, I want my money back. He goes, see, this is what I do. He goes, I'm going to hit you. I'm going to hit you so hard, it's going to put you in a coma. And just around the time you're coming out of a coma, I'm going to go to prison. And I'm crazy like that. This is part of what I do. I'll go to prison. But around about the time you're coming out of a coma and I'm coming out of prison, I'm going to fucking hit you again. I want my money. And it's just like, it's just Joe Pesci being Joe Pesci, but it's absolutely brilliant. Joe Pesci Robert De Niro, I think, is great in it, but he's Robert De Niro. But the whole film, there's so many good bits in it, and apart from anything, it's good. The only weird bit of filmmaking in that by Martin Scorsese is he seems to deliberately leave the mannequin part in when the car blows up. I find that really weird because the car blows up, and I guess if you're seeing it in a cinema, maybe it's different. But I remember just thinking, there's a freeze frame, there's a cut, and then it suddenly goes from being De Niro to being a mannequin, and it's so obvious. You kind of think he didn't have to show that bit. He could have just shown the car blowing up. So why has he done that? It feels deliberate. It feels like he wants to say something about the filmmaking.
I think he wants people to look at that and then speak about it 30 years later, going, "Hey, you see that bit with a mannequin?"
It's working. It's working. Man's a genius. Man is a genius. He knows how to make a gangster film, doesn't he? He knows how to make a gangster film.
Vote for Harry Met Sally, people.
Vote for Harry Met Sally.
To watch with Harry when Harry Met Sally, then vote for it.
Oh, I hope it's Casino. Oh, I do hope it's Casino. I'd like it to be Casino. I've watched Casino a lot of times. And I didn't like. Here's the funny thing about Casino: it's one of those rare films I really didn't enjoy the first time I watched it. I really wasn't that. It's a long film. It's 3 hours in runtime.
Nearly 3 hours, yeah.
Yeah, and it's a long film, and it's not satisfying. Like Pulp Fiction. Goodfellas is really satisfying. You know, it's pacey. There's a lot that you could cut out of Casino, and you wouldn't necessarily miss it. You know,
the thing I like about it is because obviously I work in gaming, but so they have a lot of like things that I understand about my own job in their job because they go on about like the gambling aspect of it. Like, so to me, it's interesting. But I imagine there's a lot of people that would be like, you don't really need to show him talking about the dealers and stuff like that.
No, I love it. See, I love it because I spend a lot of my time in casinos, and and the pit bosses and things like that, and the way casinos are run. There is this kind of the casinos are amazing because ultimately, I remember more than once I've flown into Vegas and the person next to me, we've got into a conversation and go, oh, I've got a system for roulette. And I remember saying to one of them as we've flown in, and you fly in at night and you see the whole thing lit up. See, that's the middle of the desert. Do you see all those twinkling lights everywhere? Do you see how they sell more seafood here than they do anywhere else in America? And it's in the middle of the fucking Nevada desert. See, all of that is people with a system for roulette. There is no system. You're going to come here, you're going to leave your money, and you're going to go. And it's perfectly orchestrated. And they're always friendly about it. And they're always, I think you should maybe stop playing that game now. That is so very real. I don't know to the degree that there is that much violence behind the scenes. I've never been somebody who tried to, I've known card counters. It's a terribly boring thing to do. It's not even that difficult. It's just very boring. But behind the scenes of casino, it's more that there is an element of nostalgia to the fact that if you think the mafia was the scariest thing in Vegas and it got taken over by the corporations, the mafia were all bought out by the corporations. If there's something more ruthless in American culture than the mafia and their violence, it's the sinister, dark force of the corporations. They just came in and went, yeah, we'll get rid of all of you lot. And now it's all, comps and families going there and people losing their lives, life savings and just desperation. And but casino is the end of what they call the golden era. It's the end. It's right at the end where suddenly it's all just going to be completely Disneyfied. Big Mo is a pain in the hole in real life. Oh, I don't know. Midnight Express. Kermit's Middle Finger is a brilliant film. Very dark. When Harry Met Sally. Yay! Tom wins. The end. I haven't seen it. It's funny though, but it'll show this competition up for the ridiculous nonsense it is if you prefer the film that loses. Because you can't even backtrack now. I got you to say that the film I've chosen is better than the film you've chosen, and your film's still going to bloody win. And it's going to win even though Red Eye's never seen it. You watch, he'll vote off. See that? When Harry Met Sally, my favourite movie of all time. Really? Really?
I pay attention to your audience, Dan. I've heard Rosie say that many times.
I think I just choose to not believe things when I hear them like that. It's like, how on earth can it be anybody's favourite movie of all time? It's really...
the magic of their relationship.
But where's the magic? What's magical about this relationship? She's fucking irritating, and he's a wisecracking, slightly unattractive looking bloke. Like, of course they end up together.
That's the magic.
Magic? The magic that happens 4 million times a week.
Yes.
They stop. I like the... Tell you what is nice in that film. It's the interviews with the people who've been married a long time. That is fun. God, don't let me be watching that on Friday. I need you all to just... I need you to wake up for a moment. All of you who are here assembled. You mean so much to me in this community. And I will watch When Harry Met Sally if I lose. But for the first time, because of Rocky 4, I was like, oh, cool, I can watch this. Commando's really weighing me down. I keep thinking I've got to watch Commando at some point. I'll wait till I've got a week off, because then it won't matter so much. I won't wake up the next day going, I've wasted hours.
Have you got next week off?
I've got all next week off, yeah. So I will watch Commando. And whatever wins tonight. And please God.
Disney Plus, I believe.
What, Commando? How is it?
So.
I never checked Disney Plus. It's mad what's on there. I love Disney Plus. Wee bit of trivia. When Meg Ryan fakes an orgasm and a woman says, I'll have what she's having, and is that Rob Reiner's mother?
Yeah. Yeah.
Okay. Dan might actually be in with a shout this week. Get in, Red Eye. I don't dare to dream anymore. When Harry Met Sally. Stop saying When Harry Met... The chemistry between Meg Ryan and Billy Crystal is electric. I bet they hated each other. I bet they really hated each other.
She owned the 90s in terms of rom-coms.
Yeah, she did. Because she did the same... I had a real crush on her as well. So I thought she was really lovely. You've Got Mail... She did that kind of ditzy, yeah. Sleepless in Seattle, Harry Met Sally, and You've Got Mail. Have I missed any out? Probably. Joe Pesci is one of my favourite actors too. Jack, you know where to vote, mate. They don't travel across America. They meet when they're driving from Chicago to New York. All right. Well, that's still across America. I mean, like, you know, Ohio to, you know, like Illinois to New York. It's still a day's drive. I've done it. Casino and Heat were both good. Casino, I think, is better. Meg Ryan's orgasm scene must be one of the most iconic moments in romantic comedy history. Yeah, but Joe Pesci being beaten to death in his underpants is the same, you know?
I think Heat's really overrated.
I do. Yes, I agree with you.
The one thing in Heat that I do like is the scene where they are both in the scene with each other in the
cafe, diner, sorry.
Yeah.
Yeah, it's really good.
That is a good scene, but it's not really worth watching 2.5 hours or however long it is.
The bank robbery is a good scene, objectively. It reminds me a bit of Point Break. I mean, I 100% agree with you. Again, I think it's one of those films where people are like, "Oh, you got to like it," and I don't have to like it. I don't.
It's the film that people say is good because they are afraid what will happen if they don't say it's good.
Yeah, like Harry Met Sally. Rosie's just scared to come out and say, actually, When Harry Met Sally is a plotless, happy, overblown... Could have been a sitcom. Could easily have been a sitcom. Who would care?
If they made it now, it would be a series.
Yeah.
It would be
like Game of Thrones.
They call it that. What's the word they use for it now? Like a mini series?
Yeah, serialization. It would be like Game of Thrones. There'd be dragons in it, and Billy Crystal would be a knight. Yeah, something like that. I totally get what you're saying. I've totally changed what you're saying. Carrie Fisher and Bruno Kirby and When Harry Met Sally 2. Dan, did you ever go to the Victoria Casino? Yes. Yeah. Of course I did. The Vic? Yes. Or every poker player I know went to the Vic. Vicky Corrin used to be there. Tony G used to be there. Loads of Neil Channing. Yeah, of course. Absolutely.
Have you ever met Dave Devilfish Elliott?
Yeah, Dave Elliott. Met him in 2006. He's dead now. Yeah, I tell you what. I've met a lot. I've met pretty much all of the people I liked in poker. He was all right. He's a bit of a bellend. He was a bit of a bellend. He was easily in Vegas. It's weird because you can spend all day in the sun and still not get a tan because of something to do with the curvature of something to do with the angle the sun's rays hit you at. So I've seen surprising, and also most of us spend 24 hours a day in casinos, and because it's nice and air conditioned and it's bright enough, there's no clocks, there's no windows, you don't know. It's just this magical party land, you know. You can go to the Venetian, you can go to places where they have fake sunlight. The Venetian, you go to the canal and they'll have 24 hours in an hour, and it sometimes rains indoors. What do you need to go outside for? And anyway, it's just the Nevada desert. There's nothing there, right? But I've met some very pale people in casinos. I have yet to meet anyone in my entire life who was as pale as Dave Williams. He was he was almost illuminating. Because I first saw him in a queue for food outside the World Series event. And I was like, oh, he's definitely, from a distance, I was like, oh, he's definitely English. Okay, you know. And then I was like, oh my God, that's, because he had the massive ring. He had a devilfish ring and everything. Yeah. I wouldn't say like we were mates and we didn't go out for drinks or whatever, but I met him a few times, and comfortably the palest person I've ever
One
met in my
thing
life.
about him that always makes me remember him is because obviously I used to have it like I used to stay awake at night and they'd have it on Channel 4, Channel 5, and they'd have the poker on. And I remember distinctly the commentator was talking about him going, "He's a fish without chips."
That's I've met him as well. That's Jesse. Oh, I can't remember his name. He wrote a really good book, but he used to do. He's like a fish without. He's a brilliant commentator. He was really brilliant. He wasn't much for poker, but he wrote a fantastic book, and I can't remember his name now. But yeah, he used to have these cracking lines. But the Deadfish was Poker After Dark. That was what he was on. So I was really chuffed to meet him. He was a good player. He was a good player. There's no getting away from that. He very questionable time in prison, and he did some dodgy deals. He was a proper. Yeah, he was. I was sad when he died. I'd say that. Dan, I stopped listening when I heard When Harry Met Sally. You had me at Harry. When did you last see When Harry Met Sally, Dan? I think I saw it with Dominique about 5 years ago. 4 years ago, something like that. Joe Pesci and Donnie Brasco. Joe Pesci and Donnie Brasco? I don't think he is. That's Al Pacino and Donnie Brasco. Rosie must be a romantic. Yeah, she is. I don't think there's anything romantic about watching a boring film. Meg Ryan and Billy Crystal are best friends to this day. Bollocks. Fucking, yeah, according to the press releases. Why didn't they make a sequel then? The Bridges of Madison County comes close to When Harry Met Sally. I can't wait to see that. The appeal of Meg Ryan. Do you know what I would say? We've got to have you on here, Rosie. I'd love to have Rosie on here because I will, she'll put up a film, she'll win, everyone will vote for Rosie's film, and then you and I will have to watch it, Tom. When Harry Met Sally soundtrack also won a Grammy. Good.
I would not have called her a girl next door type.
Who?
Meg Ryan. I would not have called her that.
That's a really weird phrase anyway, isn't it? Because, like, if you live in Beverly Hills, yeah, I'm sure she is. Do you know what I mean?
Yeah. If she's next door to other millionaires, then yeah, she's a girl next door type.
Yeah. I mean, she didn't conquer Hollywood because of her acting prowess. She's lovely looking. But very, very boring after all. The only thing I didn't like that Meg Ryan done was the Parkinson interview in that film. Yeah, that kind of seemed to end her career. What is everyone's favourite gangster movie?
I heard that her career was sort of derailed by the end of her marriage because it was implied that she cheated on her husband with Russell Crowe. Although they've denied it, but that's allegedly what happened. She was married to Randy Quaid, wasn't she, or Dennis Quaid?
Yeah, Dennis Quaid. She's married to Dennis Quaid, and then who else was she married to? She was married to someone else as well. I think, like, once you get to know, she was very attractive. Yeah, she was married to, well, I don't know. What else she in? Top Gun. She was in Top Gun. Oh, God, was she in Top Gun? Did she play Goose's girlfriend or something? Oh, I'd forgotten that. And she's in Maverick as well. She's done all right for herself, you know. Anyway, I would say Bronx Tale. Is that really your favourite? It's a good one. It's written by the guy who's in it, who plays the gangster in it. Probably Goodfellas for me. I don't know, Godfather or Goodfellas. Tough one, that. The Bridges of Madison County is mature romantic comedy for grown-ups.
American Gangster.
I find that really... Yeah, listen, I don't mind it, but it's a silly film. It's a silly film.
I mean, totally... it's very much like in the wheelhouse of Scarface.
Might not be as silly as Scarface. Scarface is pure... See, for me, Scarface is pure cinema, though. It's... You know, it's... I don't know... Because of the shots, you know, the wide shots and things like that, and because of the... I don't know. For me, I think Scarface is pure cinema. Like, I've never seen it in the cinema. I'd like to. I definitely would go and... You know, we talked about this last week, didn't we?
I would like to watch it in cinema. But...
It'd be brilliant, yeah. Loads of popcorn. And you're going to end up talking like him at the end of the film, you know. Say hello to my little friend. A Bronx Tale is good. It's underrated. It's very good. I like King of New York. That's cool. That's a silly film. I've been trying to get down to watch Bridges of Madison County. All you've got to do is get Mr. Tom to submit it. Is it a 90? I think I might put it up for you then. We get you on. I tell you, if you come on the show, Rosie, I'll let you win with that one. I showed Zach Bugsy Malone when he was wee, and it remains one of his. We could have been anything that we wanted to be with all the talent.
Bridges of Madison County.
What, 95?
95.
Yeah, so I'll put it up after I lose, like when I'm just so tired of losing, when I've lost tonight and next week and the week after. Yeah, but Bugsy Malone is one of my favourite musicals of all time.
That's unfortunate. It opened at number 2 in the box office. It will not be part of Culture Corner.
What, Bugsy Malone?
No, Bridges of Madison County.
Oh, shame. Well, maybe what I'll do is we'll do the spin-off of Culture Corner. That's the reject, all the rejects. We couldn't make it. We're the raggy dolls of Culture Corner.
The lack of culture.
Yeah. Nobody puts culture in a corner. Chaz Palminteri, who wrote it, I think it's something like that. Casting said merely Meryl Streep was too old to be in the Bridges of Madison County. Clint Eastwood said he wouldn't do it without her. Yeah, he would have been in his 70s, wouldn't he? 90s. You're right, Joe Pesci wasn't in Donnie Brasco. He was considered for the role. Bruno Kirby ended up getting the role. Oh, okay. My gangster of all time is The Godfather. I think that's a solid choice.
I've always found it strange how they never used the word mafia in The Godfather.
There's no such thing as the mafia, that's why. It's never been known as the mafia. It's sometimes known as this thing of ours, but there is no real mafia. I mean, there's different versions of this, but yeah. I just loved. I think the Godfather as a book is so good. It's so good. Mario Puzo is such a good writer. It's so, and there's so much. Like once you've read the book and watched the film, there's so much that's not in the film, but you get it because you know it from. You need people like me so you can point your fingers and say that's the bad guy. That's you, Tom.
You're the bad guy. My favourite Scarface related story is, cut long story short, there's a wrestler who basically he did an impression of Tony Montana when he went to meet Vince McMahon. And Vince McMahon had never seen Scarface. So he was basically mesmerised by this performance, which is basically a Tony Montana impression. So the character Razor Ramon is Tony Montana. And
I don't know who Razor Ramon. I feel bad. I don't know who Razor Ramon is now. He's a wrestler.
He's a wrestler in the mid-90s. But basically, he's Tony Montana. And they even introduced him by filming these little skits where he'd be like walking down the street and going,
What do you mean? Aren't the wrestlers? They're just natural characters, don't they? Aren't they themselves? Isn't the sort of authenticity of them?
They went through eras where they had jobs, like they had a wrestling bin man, for example, or the wrestling policeman, or the wrestling Mountie, Canadian policeman. But because he was a villain, Canada went, we don't want you to reference us as villains. To which they went, oh, we'll let him wrestle with his real name when we're in Canada. But when we're not in Canada, we're still going to call him Mountie.
Yeah.
Anyway, but yeah.
Have you seen? What is his actual name? It's not B.A. Baracus. It's the guy who plays Mr. T. What's his real name?
Lawrence something.
Because I didn't know this. He's a wrestler.
Yeah, he was in WrestleMania 1.
Right. Have you seen his daughter does stand-up now?
Yeah, she did. Part of her routine was when she was a kid, and she did in a hotel room. And
they're doing gear. Yeah. That's just like, you might think, oh, my childhood was a bit eccentric, and then you go, no, that wins. That fucking wins. Going into show and tell, going, what did you do this weekend? Oh, well, my dad's a wrestler. Oh, okay, of course he did. Yeah, all right, yeah. I love it. The guy who made King of New York made a more serious gangster film with Christopher Walken called The Funeral. You may like. I haven't heard of that. I'm definitely checking that out. God, I might win tonight. I'm starting to feel hope.
You have a good chance of winning.
Well, you prefer my film, so you've got to vote for it.
I will vote for it because I'm fair like that.
Yeah, do you know what I mean? So I've got one vote. I'll probably accidentally vote for you again, so I'll be one vote again. I've just watched a brilliant documentary on Netflix called Trial 4. I'll give that a go as well. I love the doc.
Mr. T has a Netflix documentary coming out. I don't know if it's already out, but they are making one.
It was the Hulk Hogan documentary. I saw him.
No, they're making one for Mr. T.
No, I get it, but I was just trying to remember because I couldn't remember who it was that. Yeah, Hulk Hogan. Yeah. But so did Mr. T's, because he's still going. I checked. He's still alive. He's sold all his gold and he's now found Jesus under all that gold. I highly recommend it. It's in 8 parts. That's a bit long. I am also watching the Pep Guardiola documentary in the last 2 years in Manchester City. No spoilers on that one, but they never do return the time.
Until the last year.
Bugsy Malone and those machine guns shooting whipped cream. I just fucking love. It doesn't make sense at any point, that film, because sometimes you get shot by whipped cream and you die, and then sometimes at the end you don't, and it doesn't need to make any kind of sense. It's just a beautiful film. They don't make enough films like that. It's stupid, brilliant, and the soundtrack is.
Watch it in school.
Yeah, same. We watched it in school. We could have been anything that we wanted to be. And I'm not saying we should. I'm just one guy. And I didn't realise, when you're a kid, you don't think about it. But then you realise, hang on, they all sound, it's one bloke singing every part. I know all the songs in that. He's a sinner, candy coated. I remember Razor Ramon, Tom. There you go. I quite like Once Upon a Time in America. That's a long film. Very good. But you need to I saw that on television. First time I saw that, my granddad and it was at 10 o'clock, and it was in Austria, and we put it on. I used to lie on the sofa and he'd sit at his chair, and he had to go to bed halfway through. It was like midnight, and I was like, oh, I'll go to bed in a bit. And he was like, yeah. And it went on for 4 hours. So it's like, hi, Rose. They have been wrestling bailiff called Repo Man.
That's true. And they dressed him like the cat burglar. The hamburger, sorry.
Oh, the hamburger.
I think it's because Vincent Mann doesn't actually know what a bailiff really looks like.
Well, why would he? Yeah.
He once, just a very quick story on him. He's so removed from reality that he once couldn't change the TV remote. He couldn't get sound working on his TV. So he got them to hire in the TV, I don't know what the word is, repairman for TV. And then the guy basically went back to work, and I was doing the storylines or whatever, and he sheepishly come up to him and went, sir, you have this button called mute, and you must have accidentally pressed it. So then he went, oh, yeah, thanks, pal, and then gave him like $100 to leave.
My grandparents or step-grandparents They never watched telly, but they had a telly at the end of their bed, big old unit, very old fashioned. They'd had it for 20, 30 years. This was back in the 90s. And the only thing they ever really watched was Emmerdale. But they'd religiously watch it. I've never watched Emmerdale, but the moment I hear, nah, 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 I'm off. That's me done. It's like kryptonite for me. But they used to watch, and I remember Mum saying she came back from theirs once, and she was sat with them, and they put it on. They're in the bed. They're tucked up. They've had their tea. It's like 7 o'clock at night. So they're about this and then bed. And she's like sitting there, and their telly that they've had for years in the bedroom has got the red, green, blue symbol on it. She says, "Why has it got that if it's black and white?" Because I've been watching in black and white. It's a black and white telly. And then she went over to the colour bit, turned it up, and they were like, "Oh, they've had this telly for 30 years and never realised it's a colour telly." And she goes, well, when she went back the next time, they turned it back again because it's don't need it. Don't really get it.
You go what you used to, I suppose.
I know, but I just saw that whole Emmerdale, like green fields. I was like, nope. Nope. This is a good suggestion. I would go. I'm at the stage of desperation in this competition where I'll try fucking anything. I mean, surely, but he'll crack out a 1980s musical and everyone go, "Oh yeah, that's the best musical ever." American Ninja, the musical. Oh, that's brilliant. What do you mean you haven't seen that? And I'll be like, well, I'm about to, aren't I? Mr. T threw the first pitch out at the Cubs game last weekend. Wow. Okay. God, that's. Do you want Dan to watch When Harry Met Sally? You know what to do when a polar appears. No. That's not what we're doing here. That has become what we're doing here. But what we're actually doing here is we are here to decide which of these two films is. And I'll throw in Kyle's Apocalypse Now as well. Although I don't really want to watch that again. I wouldn't. Yeah. Yeah. Harry Met Sally, I don't want to watch again, and I don't really want to watch Apocalypse Now. Apocalypto, I'd watch. That was a great film. So let me start off by doing this poll. I'm doing a poll, right? Vote for the better film, not the film that Dan's going to have to watch. The better film. Which of these? That's all we're asking you. Which is the better film? When Harry.
I think everyone should respect the fact that When Harry Met Sally is a seminal movie.
Oh, seminal. Yeah. First of its kind. First ever rom-com.
Of its time.
How is it seminal? Just so that I can, when I'm watching it, so I can write that down and hate you even more for it?
I just think it's an incredible piece of work, personally.
Oh, you do? Oh, okay. Because I remember earlier...
Off the charts.
You did earlier say you preferred Casino, so... Yeah.
That doesn't mean that the sexual energy wasn't off the charts in that movie. There was a chart, it was off it.
I think the sexual energy was off the charts with Casino.
Some would say it was, especially when Joe Pesci was looking at, when he was looking up at Sharon Stone.
Yeah, that could easily have happened, I meant Robert De Niro and Joe Pesci. I thought those two wanted to snuggle all the way through that film. Just get it on. Like that's what you want to do. Different film I'm probably making there. So the three options are there now. Press 2, Dan. Press 2. Dan, press 2. Right. Your options are available to you. So I think, am I right? You just type it in there. So press 2, Dan.
I think everyone needs to type 1 out of respect for Dan.
Don't you? Oh, fucking hell. Look, Rosie couldn't wait to press that then. She's on there like 1. I'd love it. I'd love it if we beat you. Oh, fuck off. You've cheated. You've lied. You've lied and cheated. I have a good... This is not how this is supposed to be. Ladies and gentlemen, you can't just sit. Fucking Nick Knowlton wasn't even here the whole time. He's just gone bang. Right, you fuckers have got to watch this film with me. That's what I'm saying. I'm doing MindCandy midnight movie. Mortlake, Texas. You've tested me in the past. How are you honestly with a straight face putting... How's he done? When Harry Met Sally. Get in, Brad was impatient. You know. They're all just, I've never seen any of these films. Press 2 then. If the option, if you, is the only movie I've seen.
Just press 1, Chris. Just press 1.
Don't press 1. Press 3. At least you must have seen Apocalypse Now, Chris. 2 is the only movie I've seen. Casino. How many votes is that now? Unbelievable. 4 of you fucking voted for When Harry Met Sally. You're like, the phrase wrong-uns springs to mind here. Sin. God, can we? Oh, don't fuck about. It's just as well that Kyle didn't show up because he'd be upset. I think to lose with The Omen, Taxi Driver, and Apocalypse Now, week after week, against When Harry Met Sally. At least last week he was like, I know Rocky IV is a good film. There are 4 votes for When Harry Met Sally, 3 votes for Casino, and as yet no one's voted for. There are 11 people in. What are you waiting for? It feels like some of you are actually watching the film before deciding. Great minds think like Mortlicky, Texas. You're joining me for a watch along. I can tell you. I don't think it's fair otherwise. Anthony Weir straight in. How's that not moved the needle a little bit though?
Because if you put words after the number, it doesn't count.
Oh, typical. Can you just please put the number? Weir's big arms dipped in sherbet Herbert. You owe me this from last week anyway. I think that's why Kyle hasn't shown up. Yeah, I did. Well, he does occasion Chris Nix with fucking When Harry Met Sally. Shameful nonsense from you, Chris. How many votes is that now? This is just too much, man. 9 votes. There's 9 people here. This is just shit. This is shit, isn't it? Even you prefer my fucking film.
I'm still going to be thrown with my pick because I need to maintain my win streak.
Why? I've never seen When Harry Met Sally 1. Right, well, great movies. Lol.
I've always liked Red Eye Gouda.
Well, I had up until tonight. What are we going to do? This is just the chaos of this show. It's just ridiculous. I tell you what, though, it wasn't. I only picked Casino as a last-minute switch. I had a much better film in mind. Whereas if this lot all prefer anything to the film I'm picking, got to keep the winning streak going.
I've always liked you, Chris Nix.
When Harry Met Sally is a fucking Bobbins film, and none of you have seen it. I guarantee it. Like, they've never even seen it. Red Eye's never seen it. Why would he? It's the sort of thing everybody's missus makes them watch once in their life. Yeah, it's too late, Anthony. We've lost, mate.
I'll have what I'm having. The victory by the sounds of it.
I'm gonna remake it. I'm doing Adam's Arms version of it. I'll have what she's having. No, you won't. That was the last one. Fuck off. Landlord, thank God you're not a conspiracy theorist. I don't have to be. Fairly fucking obvious what's going on here, isn't it? How come Kyle isn't here? Was he not at the pre-production meeting? No, he ducked out, and I think I can see why, to be honest. Hi, Tom. Did you like the Home Alone thing I sent you?
Pardon my language, it was fucking hilarious.
I am having a tantrum, but I'm just having a very middle-aged tantrum. Just like fucking typical. Fine. Well, Mr. Tom.
I'll read out what Chris sent me. It's Tim Curry's Home Alone 2 is about a concierge Tim Curry's Home Alone 2 is about a concierge who's assaulted by 2 ever neglectful parents for trying to stop their child's credit card fraud. That's the plot.
I'm not sure I've seen Home Alone 2. Is that going to be next week's nightmare?
Not as good. Not as good as Home Alone 1, in my opinion.
Home Alone is 80s, isn't it?
No, Home Alone is 1990s, and Home Alone 2 is 1992.
Watch me win the next 2 weeks.
Home Alone 1.
Thing is, I'm in the because you're basically free rolling. You're just playing with the casino's money. You are, because you're like, if Dan wins, I'm not going to watch Dan's film anyway. But even if I'd won and you were committed to watch my film, I've just watched it. Like, I've literally just watched it this week anyway. So you're, whatever happens, you could pick a film fully knowing that if it does win, you're not going to watch it anyway. I just was really hoping I'd get to see Casino. I haven't watched it in a while, and I'd quite like to see Casino. That's it. That's all. It wasn't much more than that. No.
That's so upset.
Well,
Come
yeah.
back next week where I've been banned from the show.
It just doesn't work without you, Tom. This whole format works because this is their chance to make me suffer, and you're just a conduit. You know, this is when you, like, sometimes you get, they like me. They come to the Adams Arms, they like me, and then they go, no, we don't, Dan. Fucking watch that. And I'm like, oh. I've seen Home Alone 3 in the cinema. Waste of 50p. I love that. 50p to see a film. What do you pay? You pay £20 a month, right?
Yeah.
Do you know what it would be if you didn't? What's the
excuse me, I've got an image because I silly at the start of the year I took a photo of the pricing scheme of Cineworld. So do go with me for a second.
I can't believe I'm watching fucking Harry Met Sally at midnight on Friday. Please, someone do the. I need 2 more people to do the decent thing. Who can we call in? Must be someone. I can't even call the missus because she'd vote Harry Met Sally as well.
I don't know if that'll show up, but for that one. But obviously, the standard ticket is $15.99 for a film. If you wanted to do a movie in 4DX, it would, let's say for argument's sake, it's $20.99 for a 4DX movie. They would add £2.50 on if it was 3D, and they would charge you $1.25 for the glasses. I remember when the glasses were £1. That's inflation.
That's how we measure inflation. 3D glasses. No, but like, do you get to keep the glasses, or you have to put them in the bin when you leave?
To my understanding, I've kept it. Any time I had 3D, I went and I kept the glasses. Oh, hello, sir. Seems you kept the glasses as well.
Oh yeah, I'm not giving them back. If I paid £1.20 for these, they are not going back. You are not seeing.
They were very kind to me because I hadn't read that I was going to a 3D showing, and so I went into the movie, into the screen, whatever, and I noticed, oh wait a minute, this is 3D. And I went to whoever was thinking, I was like, I didn't know this was 3D. So they went, oh, we'll just give you some glasses, and I was like, oh, thank you. I didn't have to pay £1 for them.
And I kept them. This is what I'm up against every week. This is what I'm up. This is dan 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 dan.
It's something we can get away with, Dan.
I imagine you in one of those nightgowns and one of those hats. You know, like we were tucking yourself up after your cocoa on a Friday, going. Dan's got to watch Harry Met Sally. I've never even seen it. Fucking, that's what I
have seen it.
I know.
But
I know. You fucking voted for your own film. You just. Some people, it's not about the love of cinema for you, is it? It's about winning.
It's about maintaining my win streak.
Yeah, but your win streak up until... There's only 2. That's not a streak. It's a streak now. to Meryl
My
now.
win streak is so legendary. Legendary, doing a lot of heavy lifting.
Yeah, huge, man.
If clickbait were talking about this, they would clickbait it as legendary win streak.
Yeah, they would. Gary is hope beyond hope. I'm fucking here all night, mate.
I like how Dad's upset that I voted for it, even though he voted for Casino.
Well, yeah, of course I voted. No, but what I'm saying is, first of all, last week, I voted for your silly film, or I would have won, right? And yet, so you said earlier, I will vote for. I said to you, which is discernibly the better film. You said categorically, I made you say Casino's better than When Harry Met Sally. And now, when asked to vote, you're like, I've suddenly changed. I've had one of my trademark change of heart. I said, I do prefer.
Maybe get my other two YouTube accounts to further pummel in
that would be too obvious.
It really would. It would
be too obvious. Gary, press 2. Gary, press 2. Press 2 on your control now, Gary.
Gary,
what do you prefer? I bet Gary's honest. Gary will be honest. Gary does not prefer When Harry Met Sally to.
Gary's not even here. Gary said hello, and he's already clicked off.
I know. He's got a bot to do it, hasn't he?
Yeah.
He literally goes on every football show and goes, hello. Gary, press out fucking 2, mate. Home Alone 3, that counts as a 3. Is it not the 4th movie win? No, this is the 3rd one. He won Commando, Rocky 4, and he's ahead at the moment. But I still have faith in Gary. I believe in you, Gary.
One thing about Home Alone 3 that I think goes very much unsaid is Scarlett Johansson is in that movie. She plays the sister of the main character.
Clock Enders went just typed out an entire paragraph about others only to realise we're doing fucking chick flicks. Do you know what? I'm doing Gooner Text Radio tonight so that we can talk about Reese Nelson.
Clock Enders, I think you should type in number 1 personally.
I don't think Clock Enders, if you genuinely prefer the film When Harry Met Sally to Casino, fill your boots, mate. I'll forgive you. The Millet, you haven't put a number in it. 3rd, that was the price the last time I went to the flicks. Them talkies are never going to catch on. Them talkies are never going to catch on. Please put 2 in if you haven't already. Hello, Gary. Bye, Gary. Just be quicker than that. You wouldn't have won, Dan. Anyone I spoke to said Rocky 4, and they were wrong. I would, because at the point where it was tied, it was only tied because I'd voted for the wrong movie. So yeah, I would have won. 2, get in, Gary. Oh yes. Oh, Mr. Tom. Oh, you may have gone a bit early, Mr. Tom. We're level. I think I've given myself a bit of hope. Get in, Clock Enders. Get in, Gary.
Sad day. My legendary win streak is coming to an end.
Legendary win streak of 2. Tottenham have had legendary win streaks longer than that.
Tottenham have brought out DVDs for less.
Yeah, is that what you're going to do? You're going to bring out a legendary win streak DVD? Easy. The day I beat Dan with Harry Met Sally, even though I'd already said. We need one more person in here. Carl will swoop in on a death and vote 1. I'm sure he wouldn't. I'm sure he wouldn't.
If he has respect for cinema, he will.
Who can we get in here that's going to vote correctly? Who do I know who's intelligent? Damn it, no one. Fuck. It's times like this I really wish I had friends. Just somebody who hasn't voted. There must be one of you, although I don't know how, because there's 12 people in and there's been 12 votes. So first of all, can I just say the turnout was spectacular. Carl does need to enter with WWE music. That would be brilliant. Where's Zanti? Zanti doesn't like films. I don't know if he's seen any of these. Golazzo! It's a fun day.
He's already voted, I believe.
Oh shit, yes as well. Oh, still, that counts. That's the decider. Millet, I think he should have the deciding vote. Oh God, where's who do I know that would? Don't you dare put the phone down. I know what you're doing. I know exactly what you're doing. I'll log into my own account and I'll just pop in the chat. I'm gonna make it subscriber only. Fuck you.
No, I'm not going to do that because.
No, neither am I.
That would be unfair.
And obvious. It would be unfair and obvious.
Yeah, because it's weallloveleeds.com.
Yeah. It'd be like, oh, well, We All Love Leeds has turned up. Hi, We All Love Leeds. Who are you going to... Oh, fucking hell. What are the odds? We All Love Leeds and When Harry Met Sally.
And as a Leeds badge as the avatar, so I wouldn't get away with that either.
I've got Achtung Damn Music. I suppose I could have got away with that. But I'm not playing that game. I'm not voting for myself. I've never voted for myself. Oh, this time I did. That's true. Last week I voted for you.
We both voted for ourselves.
This week, yeah, but last week we both voted for you. And I paid for it.
I voted for you to equalise it out. Gary, you sausage.
Gary is a genius. He's a G. But he has already voted, so that hasn't moved the needle.
Gary is racism, obviously, because he voted against me.
Well, you have picked another film where there's just, you have picked a racist movie. Just saying.
Rosie's telling me what I need to do to win.
What's she doing? Like, log in.
Rosie's actually giving me advice. Rosso Mac and We All Love Leeds need to vote. Yeah, they do. Yeah, because who'd know? Who would ever see that coming? If that happens, I'm setting up accounts all the way through this. I'm just gonna. I've got enough email addresses. Oh, I could use my work one. You might not know. I tell you what, I'd almost like to. Do you know who I'd almost? I'm half wishing he would turn up now, and I don't think I've ever said that.
This manager, this board, this.
Need him here because he's not voting Harry Met Sally.
He'd vote for Harry Met Sally.
He would if you promised to subscribe to his. Does he still have a channel? Like we fucking. I want Jez's Arsenal. That's what I want to vote. Harry Met Sally. I'll take it then. I want Deluded or DJB or one of those guys to come in and go, what the fuck's going on? Just go press 2. How do we resolve this now? How do we resolve?
If it ends up tight, Dan should watch both back to back.
No, fuck off. I think you should -1. Luca messaged me and he said 2. That'll do for me. But he does have to come and vote. Tell him if he comes and votes, I'll consider unbarring him. God, who can we get? Arm wrestle. Yeah. Let's do it. Oh, I know. Trivia questions.
Oh, okay.
Okay,
plan that up her sleeve.
I was going to say, I can ask you a trivia question about When Harry Met Sally. Looks like it's going to be penalties. It is going to be penalties. Should we trust someone other than Rosie to ask a fucking trivia question and then we'll answer it and whoever gets it first? Spin the wheel. No, I don't want it to be random. I want it to be a skill game. This has been a skill game. Have you ever seen Eden Lake?
I believe I have. It was okay.
Spin the wheel. Chris, I'm not talking to you. You fucking Harry Met Sally did, didn't
Spin the wheel, make the deal.
Some of you have got to take a long, hard look in the mirror. Harry Met Sally. Fucking
if Rosie hadn't turned up this evening, I was going to select Ghostbusters 2.
That's a shit film.
That's why I wasn't going to watch.
I think you put in Ghostbusters 2 up. I wouldn't have put Casino up against that. I knew I was in a tough spot when you said Harry Met Sally. I knew it. I don't know. I've shared. Who could we get on here? Who would
Dead Man Chooses on YouTube, Clockenders. I've seen it on YouTube.
This stream, give it 5 minutes. Don't. That's long enough for you to get some ringers in here. I reckon Meg Ryan will vote in a minute. Like it's almost. Do you know what I mean? Wouldn't that be funny if she came in and voted Casino?
You're thinking of red because you're a gooner.
Utubi, yeah. I like the way you've got to be able to spell decider. Decuda question. What colour am I thinking of? Black and white. Back of the net. Back of net. That's not a question. Yeah, okay. God, who can I call? I have a good football question. Go on, Chris. Of course, if you just voted properly, this wouldn't happen, would it?
How do we always end up in this situation with a decider?
Because your films are genuinely shit. But there are enough people that just want to see me go through it. But most sensible people have gone, no, Casino's a better film. Yeah, of course it's a better film. Don't be stupid.
I was right. It was red.
Yeah. But we both said red, so we're both right. It was red. Come on. Get that. Kyle, where are you, mate? All right, I'm just gonna ask him. Maybe he'll answer. Kyle, what's a better film? What's a better film? Harry Met Sally. Oh, he said Casino. He said, I've just been watching you, Dan, and I can't come back on because he's upset me too much. Was that Far Show character always starts off with, I can't do the accent and then does the accent anyway. But Carl, what's a better film? Harry Met Sally or Casino? Oh, fuck it. His will be the casting vote. I'll ask a question to each of you about your chosen movies. Go on then.
I'll just see. I'm just interested to what the question is because
I think you two have colluded, and she's going to do you a really easy question. Like, what? One character is called Harry. What's the other one called? And you'll be like, blah, 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 blah.
I'll be like Carrie Fisher.
Oh, Carrie Fisher's not in Casino. Okay, there's a question. Look up lads. All right. I quite like ladder, to be honest with you.
Is it Italy by any chance, Chris Nix?
What? There's a question. Look up, lads.
It's only one non-sovereign nation has won the World Cup. Which country is it?
Only one non-sovereign. Why would Italy not be sovereign? So Italy's a sovereign nation.
I have no idea. I'm just guessing.
You're not just guessing. You're making it up. It's just weird. Tom was right though with red. It's Dak. You're the supervillain in this. You know that. Like,
yes.
Well, of course you do. Yeah.
I've rarely been happier.
Hey, Assassin Boy! Yes, new person. Time to get back revenge for losing the Emirates Cup to Dortmund. Absolutely, I couldn't agree more. Press 2 if you think we've got a chance of beating Dortmund.
Press 1,
2,
please.
Just 2.
Press 1.
Dan, your question is, the Casino screenplay was written by Scorsese and who? No idea. De Niro. The Casino screenplay was written by Martin Scorsese and who else? Sharon Stone?
It's the man that wrote the screenplay for the movie.
Nicholas Pileggi. Nicholas Pileggi. Is that right?
I believe it is right, yeah.
There you go. Okay. Well, I don't know if you'd give me, because you had to tell me. I didn't know you'd co-written. It's not Italy. Where's this question? I haven't even seen this question.
Yes, it's slightly up in the list.
Oh, I see. Only one sovereign nation has won the World Cup. Only one non-sovereign nation has won the World Cup. Ooh, that's a bloody good question, though. Because, yes, I understand what he's doing now. It would be a country that belonged to another country. So it would be not Uruguay, not Argentina, not Germany.
It'd probably be England, really.
I think you're right. Because England's part of the United Kingdom. Okay, we're both. Well, Mr. Tom got that right. What bloody good question, by the way. Chris, that's utterly wasted on this show. Hey, Terence Tibbs. Hey, come on, son. Never been more pleased to see you. What is a better film out of Casino and When Harry Met Sally? Which is if you don't you dare listen to Rosie. Don't you dare. The question is, as you can see, vote for the better film. Are we on drugs? Is that what's happening? He's put fucking Casino 100%, but voted for When Harry Met Sally.
The streak lives.
How complicated? Look, see on there where it says number 1 is Harry Met Sally.
I've always respected you, Terence Tibbs.
That's shameful. You've done it. You've who hasn't voted yet? One of you hasn't voted yet. Christ, we're here all night now. You know that. I'm not doing Guna text. Sorry, number 2. It's too late now. Surely you must be able to delete your vote.
I did get a question from Rosie, by the way, and I think it was a very good question. My test
Tom, how much is
Harry Met Sally.
Oh, you already answered that. Shut up. I'm not giving you that. Fuck off. You've already done that. Like, I knew she'd collude with you.
Terence, million by any chance.
I can't be too pissed off with Terence because I did exactly the same thing last week, but we have both dropped the ball here a little bit. The reality is your vote should have gone to Casino, has now gone to When Harry Met Sally. We need 2 more people to turn up. Casino is an epic film. I love it. I think it's brilliant. I voted for it. You voted for Harry Met Sally. I don't know what to say, man. Assassin the Boy. When Harry Met Sally is a better overall film because it achieved absolute perfection within its genre. Oh, you could shut up. What a load of horsewash.
Incredible.
Incredible. I haven't voted because I haven't seen When Harry Met Sally and I might really like it. Fuck off. Put Casino in there. So please just type number 1. No, don't type number 1 for it to count. Don't type number 1. Absolute perfection in its genre. I'll have what she's having, yeah. He's fucking done it. Oh, yeah, all right, fine. Okay, Assassin the Boy. Your opinion is now moot. Dan, you're welcome. I am welcome. I'm angry. Actually, do you know, I'm
3-0. 3-0 for another week.
Do you mean than 0? Because O is a letter.
I'm Americanizing the genre.
But it's still even in America, O is a letter.
Yeah, but we can pretend it's in American sports vernacular. 3-0, bro. 3-0.
No, I'm not saying that you can't. I'm just saying, you know it isn't a number. Is
it not 4-0?
Oh, where's Lucky Singh when you need him? Sorry, Dan, I have been compromised.
As well.
Sorry, Dan, I have been compromised. Is brilliant. Let's see if Carl got back to me because he counts.
No, you're an excellent. You don't need to apologise to Dan. You've not done the wrong thing.
No, he knows he has. Some of them, in the afterlife, what you've done in this life will come back to haunt you. There'll be a room that
make me watch shit movies.
No, there'll be a room where you just have to, for about 1 million years, watch When Harry Met Sally.
I'd watch it.
Yeah. An own goal defeats Dan in tonight's Clash of the Titans. Best movie, Assassin Boy is brilliant. Her favour will wear off and you'll be left with the guilt. 1, Gladiator. 2, Braveheart. 3, Godfather. 4, When Harry Met Sally. Assassin Boy is brilliant, as is Terence.
They're good lads.
I do feel like if I waited here long enough. Do you know what? I've got the impression that this should be MindCandy shouldn't be on the night. It does no service and after all, I'm not watching the film till Friday. So what I'm going to do is, this has been a really interesting, we'll call this the test poll. I'm going to put a poll up on the channel and let's see what the vote is, because people who haven't seen this show should still have an opinion. I agree with you, Tom. Let's see if your streak will survive the general public. Yeah.
We all know it will not.
I know. Fucking absolutely not. So Dan, seeing as you've already seen When Harry Met Sally, what are you about? You watch Bridgerton, Madison County? No, that's not the way this goes. Terence, you can't honestly think Gangs of New York is one of the top 5 films of all time.
My streak hinges entirely on the charisma and your reaction to it.
I just realised I could have muted you so many times.
You could have.
See if your charisma will survive the talkies dying.
I'd learn how to write backwards on cue cards. I'd go, vote Tom.
I am going to say this, not because I'm salty because you pressed the wrong button. We've all done that. But Gangs of New York's not a brilliant movie.
I enjoyed it, but I enjoy most films. But
Yeah.
it's not even, I wouldn't say it's even in his top 5.
I love Pulp Fiction. I would say Pulp Fiction is probably almost my favourite film of all time. Probably in the top 5. Well, it's definitely in the top 5.
Will I get given the freedom of the Adams Arms if I make it the 10 wins?
Oh, this show ain't running for 10. If you're 8-0, like, fuck that. Like, I'm not doing it. What about TV shows, Dan? Oh, yeah, what about TV shows? Yeah. Why don't we all vote for, why doesn't Mr. Tom, I'll put up West Wing and he puts up Mrs. Brown's Boys and you're all laughing yourself to fucking...
I'll put up Mrs. Brown Boys even if you paid me to.
Midnight on Gooner Text, there'll just be me watching, at this point, Harry Met Sally. Last Mohican's great film. Love that film. Very, very good film. Daniel Day-Lewis's Bill the Butcher was a great performance. Yeah, he's absolutely amazing. It's a testament to how much I love his work as an actor that I can watch Gangs of New York, even though it's silly as fuck. Oh, look. 2 people have just voted. Oh, look, that made you look.
I like how you've wrote in the group chat, Carl, what's a better film, Harry Met Sally or Casino? But in that message, there's no indication of which of us picked which one, because he doesn't need to know that.
Oh, he doesn't need to know that, no.
No, it's kind of obvious who picked each one.
Yeah. Well, yeah. Fucking hell. The world where I've picked... It's only you, isn't it? There's only you that would have picked Harry Met Sally.
Rosie would pick it.
Yeah, but she's got to come up here to pick it.
That's true.
She's got better things to do. If Tom wins 8-0, we should present the Adams Arms for one show. Yeah. Fine. We'll turn it into a Leeds theme pub. That's what we'll do. Leeds. See, Apocalypse Now would be my vote. Well, you did have to be fair. You could have voted. It is on there as number 3, but
you have type 3.
Yeah, or 2. He's written The Godfather Part 2, so he's written 2, so that counts for me now. I wouldn't mind. He hasn't. I know he's written II. I know. He's written 1 twice, so that's 2 more votes for you, Terence. This is just not how the voting works. This is like you're like waking up and the person you wanted to vote for wasn't voted in, and you remember you actually voted the wrong one.
That's brilliant.
You've said you voted 2, 3 as your favourite, and you voted 1. There's no justice. It's just us. All right, I'm going to wrap up this sorry saga so I can get on with. I will be uploading Gooner Text in the next half hour. There'll be obviously a chat function in there. I'm going to put a poll up on the Gooner channel for MindCandy, and I just feel like Rosie will have so many accounts it'll still be like, I stalked this girl for a year and then realised it was. Don't you just hate it when that happens? Don't you just hate that when that happens?
I like how that's there's no relevance to anything you just said here. Brilliant.
It's such a nightmare. Imagine going to prison for that. So, sour grapes. All right, Rosie. I'd love to see how you'd have felt if we'd done this the other way. All right. Okay. So midnight whiskey watch along is When Harry Met Sally. Oh, no spoilers, everyone. Do they fuck? Like, do they end up fucking? Because that's all I, you know. But Miss Tom, thanks so much for being here tonight. It's been brilliant. So glad you were
My
here.
pleasure, as it is every week, Dad.
I do think you should have to watch it. You should have to watch it. You should fucking have to watch it.
If I could find it, as in to be able to watch it, I'd watch it.
Yeah, because it's such a popular film, isn't it? That it's everywhere. Hold on.
Thank you, Rosie.
Well, I might give it a minute longer, just in case. Just in case. Does this 2 work, Dan? No. You've already voted. Stop it. I would just love to make all of you watch this sad film. Sad film. She pretends to have an orgasm. Great. Well, so does he. Just don't show that bit. He pretends to be interested in her. He pretends to give a shit what she says about anything for about 10 minutes. Also, Harry Met Sally is a Tottenham fan. Just saying. It's a Tottenham fan. Harry Met
be a Tottenham fan.
Yeah, it is. It is a Tottenham fan. It's always at the. Yeah.
Interesting. I've had a wonderful time as always, Dan.
I'm keeping you here until 2 people come and vote. But then, to be fair, it's 2 votes down. Fucking hell. Man, but enjoy When Harry Met Sally. You'll love it. I've seen it like 4 times. Like most men, I've had to watch it with my girlfriend. Oh, let's watch Harry Met Sally. Oh, yeah, brilliant. Let's. And then you watch it and you go, yeah, I watched it with all my exes. I watched it with Dominique. Oh, great. I love this film. Oh, it's brilliant. Yeah. Maybe I'll watch it in my sleep and enjoy it and finally enjoy it. Like, be like, oh, that's how you enjoy this film.
Sad film is The Green Mile. It's a sad film.
I wish you'd said Green Mile. That's a 90s film, isn't it? I love that film.
That could beat me.
Well, nothing could beat you. Nothing could beat you. There is nothing that can beat you. You have, with Commando, Rocky IV and Harry Met Sally beaten off The Omen, Casino. You Taxi Driver, Groundhog Day, Dancing with Wolves. It's not even it's basically turn up every week. I'm picking the stupidest film I can think of next time. Oh, hang on, you've already picked that, Commando. Fuck. Well, I'm going to pick the least interesting film. Oh no, you've already picked that one, Harry Met Sally. Oh God, what about the worst? You've picked that one. The chat have not been phenomenal. At least half of them have been mental.
I think your chat have been excellent. Personally.
Yeah, you think 8 of them have?
No, all of them. Everyone's entitled to their view, even the ones that went with Casino. Well entitled.
Even like you did, like you prefer. So all the ones who prefer Casino, like you. Why did you not start with that, Dan? I would have voted if you'd said about the Tottenham fan. I didn't think you needed me to tell you every day. Right. You've all been brilliant, man. It's so great to have you here. Rosie, like, I have to watch Harry Met Sally. It's all right for you. You know, you like that film. I don't know how you like that film, but then you do hear things about, I don't know, paint thinner. Maybe you've been doing too much DIY and you're high on paint fumes or something. I don't know. When they installed your new cooker, maybe they just left a bit of the monoxide running or something. Thanks for being here, Mr. Thomas. So great to have you here. I look forward to this time next week. Well, I'll have a week off, so I'm going to get everyone I know, both of them, to vote next week. I've been let down badly. But no, in all seriousness, I love talking movies with you, Tom. I won't be going to Spa weekend. I certainly won't be watching Mutiny. And sadly, nor will I be watching Casino, because that would have been fun. That would have been fun. Although, you know what, when Harry Met Sally, it's the sort of film you can watch in the background, isn't it? Because it's not, you know, basically, what's the big moment in that? That's it. That's literally it. Oh, look, she's having an orgasm in Katz's Deli. Dan's over there brewing enough salt to open his own pretzel factory. Part of the world I'm from is famous for salt. Casino is pish. Rosie, I can't tell you how little I care about your opinion of Casino. Anybody who thinks that... even fucking Tom knows that Casino's a better film than When Harry Met Sally. He said it.
I picked a movie that I know what it's about, but I still thought I might win.
Yeah, of course he did. This is about personality politics. This is about charisma. He's using charisma. I can't win against that, can I? Fucking with just good movie choices that people would actually watch. I wonder if more people have watched Harry. Who is it? There's some shit been talked. You know, it's the best in its genre. Fucking what? It's because this genre is toilet films you'd watch on a toilet. Films you'd watch if you had constipation. That's the genre. You know, if I had 3 weeks to live, I'd watch Harry Met Sally on a loop. Go, yep, take me now. Right. Anyway, I've got to go and do Guna text. Things have happened today.
Enjoy the Guna text, and everyone enjoy the Tom Boozle.
Somebody solved the Tom Boozle because my colleague at work did.
Yeah. Maybe you're telling me.
Yeah, straight away. Dan, you should have gone with Bird on a Wire and made it a real competition. You think I lost because I didn't make it a real competition? He picked Casino. He likes Casino better. He said, I like Casino better. I then picked Casino and he voted for his dog shit movie.
I like how Dan thought it outsmarted me with his pick. And I was like, yeah.
I had outsmarted you. You had said, if you had any integrity at all, and the word if there should not go unnoticed, had you just a merest ounce of integrity, having said you prefer Casino, when asked to vote, and you go, I prefer winning, to being honest. I prefer winning. I prefer my streak of 3. Dan is taking the Casino a lot harder than Sam Rothstein took losing the Tangiers. Surely there's a better version of that. You could say he's taking it better than Kat took Meg Ryan's money for a sandwich. It's like $60 sandwiches they do now. All right, Mr. Tom, you're an absolute legend. Love doing this show with you. Guys, please do make sure you're tuned in tomorrow night, 7:00. Am I right?
Yes, 7:00. Starting out with Culture Corner, baby, and King of the Road. Finally. It's
trailer for sale. Is that a wrestling thing? Is it
45 episodes to get there? But we're finally at the King of the Road.
Oh, fantastic! Yeah, so this is the link. I will, of course, be putting up a link on Gouda Text as well. In case.
Thank you very much.
No, anytime. But 7:00 tomorrow is definitely destination on a Friday. I wish it was a bit. I say this to you every week. Could do with it being a little later because I'm usually out when it starts and I'm listening to you on headphones and I'm not getting the full visual impact. But genuinely, I'm really chuffed you were all here and it's a lot of fun doing the show. I will on midnight, Friday into Saturday, be watching. What I've decided though now, just off the top of my head, is I will be watching it in a foreign language. I might watch it in Urdu or something. Might watch it in Russian. I'm just going to pick a random other language to watch when Harry Met Sally.
Watch it in Spanish.
Ari. Yeah, because I bet his Billy Crystal's voice would be so macho. Spanish voice. Hey, someone do what See what
It sounds like Spanish Joe Pesci.
Yeah. You're all brilliant. I love you all. I love you enough to watch When Harry Met Sally with a grimace and a whiskey. The whiskey of choice, sadly, I've run out all the good whiskies. I'm on the White and Mackay, which I believe is a sort of what I like to call a bus stop whiskey, which is where people.
They used to sponsor Leeds United, White and Mackay.
Is that right? Well, some whiskies you drink in a gentleman's club in a deep
That's true.
leather chair, and some you drink at a fancy restaurant with some friends. Some you drink in a cocktail lounge, and some you drink in a bus stop. And I think White and Mackay is a sort of bus stop. Jose, is there a late surge? Could it be worth speaking slowly? So, no. Even if Jose votes sensibly, we're still doomed. Greetings, Jose. Which do you think is the better film, When Harry Met Sally or Casino? Just to recap, When Harry Met Sally, ridiculous nonsense. All about two people who drive for a bit and then fuck, or Casino, which is too epic in scale even to be described in one sentence. But yeah, so the two friends driving and then fucking, or the downfall of the casino empire through. Yay! It's on like Donkey Kong. I just need one more person here. So, well, we haven't got anywhere else to be, have we, Tom? I know we've sort of said, like, get in, Jose. Reliably excellent as per usual. It just hurts that I'd be winning again if it wasn't for Terence pressing the wrong bloody button.
But the rules of the game.
There are rules, are there? There are rules now, isn't there? Let's see. Where's Kyle? Kyle, you've let me down twice. Oh, look at her. Honestly. So, yeah, Tom, you never got around to telling us about Mutiny and all of the bits in it that are really good.
You cheeky fucker.
Yeah.
I'm snorting like a pig.
Yeah, so it's Mutiny. It's where's it set again?
It's set on Earth. I was going to say set on land. It's not. It's on the sea.
It's not inconceivable that
Inconceivable.
Tom, you said you needed to go, didn't you? No, where's he going to go? He doesn't want to. He wants to be here when I draw level. Mum, I can't vote. My mum and the sister would both vote Harry Met Sally. I'm certain of it.
Would your mum vote for when Harry Met Sally?
Yeah, I think so. I think she'd probably hate all of them, to be honest. We need Zanzi. Zanzi, you've never been more important to me in your life. So Mutiny. So you said it's got some. Can you give me some of your favourite bits from it?
My favourite bit in Mutiny is the part when someone goes, "There's been a mutiny."
God, whereabouts in the film does that appear? That sounds excellent.
It's probably one of the bits. My favourite part is when he kills everyone.
Right. Does he? So who does that then? Is that Mr. Statham?
Some would call him the Stafe.
Let's talk about that. Who would call him that? Where's Gary? Did he vote? Did Gary vote?
Gary voted for Casino.
He did vote. He's a very sensible person.
Because Gary wants chaos, and by chaos, I mean he wanted to go with whatever I did want him to go for.
Yeah, and that's how I would vote now if it wasn't me on the other end of this Firago. In the beginning, there was mischief, and its name was Tom. The world had no mischief in it. People just happily got along with each other and watched good films. But
then Tom picked the room.
So you haven't, though, really, have you? You've just been twice, 2 weeks in a row, you have been successful because people pressed the wrong button.
Yes. And
That's not being in the room. Unless what you're
button
saying
online.
is, you know that there's at least one person in the room every week who's going to accidentally pick your film.
Yes. And I was most surprised in one of the weeks it was you.
Yeah, no, I wouldn't be so surprised about that. That's pretty par for the course. Oh God. Okay. Well, in fairness,
That's more votes than usual.
You what? There's more votes than usual. Yeah. Well,
More votes than usual in total.
that is true. This is a sign of progress. 15 votes. Good God, there's only 8 people here. We've done very well. I really want this to. Where the fuck is Zanzi? That's it. He's sacked. Zanzi. Mind you, he hasn't seen any of these films. He couldn't give a shit, could he?
I'm still pleased that I managed to discover that Zanzi had a secret career in wrestling.
Oh, Carl Walsh is typing.
Rosie, I discovered Zanzi as a wrestler.
Yeah, you did.
Although in that times he called himself Rasputin for some reason.
Rah, rah, Rasputin, lover of the Russian queen. How am I a sneaky sausage? He's profiting from people pressing the wrong button. All I'm trying to do is establish who the Adam's Arms feels is the best film. And every week the technology gets in the way. Every week the technology scuppers it. Every week.
Oh, I love this.
Every week somebody accidentally Terrence. He's gone anyway, but dun dun dun. Would this be the greatest comeback since Argentina?
It probably wouldn't even be the greatest comeback since last week. I don't know what happened last week.
Oh, Kyle has, and you can confirm this. You're in the same chat as I am. What did he vote for?
He said Casino is the better film all day long.
If there's any way, I'm begging. If there's any, so like, it's a draw. Fuck it, it's a draw. Can you give me a good reason why it's not a draw?
I am all too happy to declare it a draw because it means that I will maintain my undefeated streak.
No, it's because it's a draw. Oh, someone's just come in. Whoever it is, we love you very much. We love whoever's just come into. There's 3 more people in there. They're all Rosie's friends. Look at that. What's Rosie doing? Rosie, look, she's so desperate. If you just want to see, because she's been giving me a hard time about how salty I am, you know she'll be kicking things all around her apartment.
Brilliant.
Zanzi, the man, the myth, the legend, and he's... Oh, Kyle, you bloody legend, mate. You've got to press 2. If you like Casino more than... and you promised me you do. All I can say is that it's currently neck and neck. Kyle, if you press 2, Casino beats. Bear in mind, this is the guy that fucking beat The Omen and Taxi Driver with Commando and fucking... Stop pressing 1, Rosie. Kyle's not as daft as I am. He can read the vote. He knows the vote. Yay! Yes, it's in. Oh God, and we've got with seconds to spare.
Congratulations, Dan. It's been a good run.
I wasn't anticipating this, but I do have a speech written. So, as a small child growing up in the foothills of the Großglockner in Austria, that is how you win, people. That's how you win. Massive love and elevations to Zanzi and Kyle and all of the people who made films what they deserve to be. Don't log in as leads. Do you know what, Kyle? You can only press it once, mate. But I do honestly think it is a bit of a travesty that Harry Met Sally was even in the conversation, because it should have been down to me and Carl. But Carl, next week we'll let you run Apocalypse Now next week, because I did want to hear you talking about it. But listen, Tom, I'm going to extend an olive branch because I know how hard it is to lose. Believe me, I know how hard it is to lose. But I'm going to run the poll on the Gooner channel. And can you believe it? Would you believe it? There's people on the pitch. They think it's all over. It is now Fergie time. It is. It's Man City time. This is how we like to win things. So, but I am going to extend this olive branch to you, Tom, because who the heck put When Harry Met Sally as the best film? No, you can't lie. You don't think it is a better film. You said it as well. I can't wait to hear you talk about it. I can't wait to hear you talk about it, Carl. We will enter that next week when you've had a chance to put it forward. And I will put up a dead duck against it. I actually want to see Casino again. So this is great. So I'll be watching Casino. Means I'll be up much later. Casino will be the film, unless when I put up the poll, unless I'll let you know on Gooner text anyway. But listen, can't stay here all night. Thanks so much, Tom. It's been brilliant. I'm sorry I didn't get to hear more about Mutiny. It sounds absolutely classic. Sorry your streak came to an end as well. Oh,
that's all right. That's all right. I'll live.
I haven't watched Chinatown. I will watch it. I've got a week off. I'm going to watch films a lot next week. I'm really looking forward to it. But thanks so much for being here, all of you. Gooner Text will be live in the next 30 minutes or so with all of the updates for everything. And there'll be Gooner Text Radio after midnight. And tomorrow night after midnight, there will be the Whiskey Watch Along Casino. A fabulous film. But until I see you again, Mr. Tom, final words?
Have a good night, everyone.
Be lucky, everyone.